Together, they're Steiny and Guru.
Yeah.
On 95.7 The Game.
All righty, let's get going right away. I'm going to throw out the Xfinity mobile text line. 888-957-9570. That's also the phone line to come in and weigh in. And here we go. No suspension for Draymond Green. He's been fined. We don't know how much. No suspension for Draymond Green for punching Jordan Poole at practice last week. He will be in the lineup for the last preseason game, and he will be there front and center on ring night. Draymond Green, no suspension. Warrior fans, Draymond fans, fans who aren't big fans of Draymond, what do you think? 888-957-9570. Steve Kerr, the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, Guru, said, hey, this is where we're going, and if people want to criticize us, I get it. Will you criticize the Warriors?
No. And this isn't about me. I know we've got a 3-hour show, Steiny, 2 hours and a half, but I check myself. I feel like I grew up. And this is what I do know because I've been getting it in my mentions this last week. Oh, you got it out for Dre. I love what Dre brings to the table. I just don't like bullies. I just don't like somebody that's above reproach. And in this instance, I just knew the heavy hand was coming. But now, last night, watching what Steve Kerr said they are going to do, if they're not mad and they can move on, Matt, I'm calling you Matty. That's my new nickname for you. How the hell am I going to come in here and rip the mic out and be mad? That would mean I hated Draymond. But I can tell you,
not necessarily,
I am in the party of this don't look right from afar. But Steve Kerr told me we're ready for that hit. And that makes me appreciate the Warriors culture more in a way. No, seriously.
I was with you till that last. I do not.
I'm drinking the Warrior Kool-Aid.
Okay, I'm not. You know what? I was kind of with you the whole way.
Yeah.
Their culture's taking a hit, and their culture might not rebound from this for a lot of people. And I'm talking about a lot of Warrior fans.
So I need you before I'm interrupting.
There are fans. There are grown fans that are saying, "How can you let this guy get away with that?"
Right.
I don't care
I'm
if
one
it's
of them.
Basketball, workplace, whatever. A lot of people, a lot of fans are saying, you don't have a great culture if you are not addressing it.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask you for myself and the listeners. Can you define culture? Are those fans that are saying
Steph
that
Curry.
and people? No.
They don't
the
have a
fans
culture.
a part of it? Because obviously the culture, to me, Steiny, doesn't take a hit because it's galvanizing the team. They're riding for their guy. They're having his back. I'm not saying I agree with it, but when you say culture, it's not the fans. I'm asking you. Is when you say Warriors culture, it's the guys over there.
It's
at
the guy over there. And the guy is Steph Curry. And you think I'm joking? I'm not joking. Steph Curry is the culture. The rest of it is BS as far as I'm concerned. Because we've seen Draymond operate in this culture for the last 10 years. And we know what he's gotten away with, and we know what they've punished him for, not a lot, and what they haven't, a lot. And, I'm not mad at the Warrior organization.
Okay. Right.
I'm not even going to say they messed this up. But what I am going to say is
you took a hit.
It looks like Draymond has skated again to many people, so you guys got to deal with that. I mean, I don't care in a way.
Okay.
But fans that are more invested in the Warriors are going to say he skated again. And how do you, when you even talk about culture, Warrior culture, how do you even talk about it now?
Okay.
What is it? Okay. Yeah. The Warriors culture really took a hit. What culture? Just tell me what culture you're talking about. 4 championships?
Okay. No.
Great.
When you have a guy knock another teammate out, we kind of handle it in-house, and we can facilitate meetings to where we can get back on the same page for the greater good of the team and move past this. So the culture helped Jordan Poole sign off on this, Steiny. That's why I'm saying I understand people that say this looks bad and he skated. I'm one of them. How do you call a teammate, Kevin Durant, who's a superstar, the B word, get suspended, knock the bejesus out of another guy, and walk and skate?
Right.
Like, that's contradicting to me. So now, if a person said goo, is it because Durant is better? I don't know. But what I'm telling you, Matt, is you got to tip your cap to the Warriors org for
I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that.
On board. That was the wild card that I'm grabbing the mic like Elvis. That was the wild card. I thought they weren't going to be able to play. I thought he was going to blow this thing up. And
well, who's to say that the Warriors talked him out of blowing it up? This is who Jordan Poole is. Can I
go ahead?
Can I get into something right now?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do it once this show, and then I'm not doing it anymore.
Okay.
You guys have spent a week on this. Isn't that enough? If you guys wouldn't talk about it, then it would go away. Don't you get it? This is called news. Let me take you through it real quick. On Wednesday, Draymond Green punches Jordan Poole. We talk about it the next day.
It's the anniversary.
The next day, here comes Curry. Here comes Kerr. Here comes Myers. New information. We talk about that. Then what happens? The video comes out. Different dynamic, changes everything. We talk about that. On Saturday, Draymond then comes out, apologizes, says we're taking time apart.
Yeah.
That's what we talk about Monday. Tuesday comes, and it's obvious this team is in limbo. There's been nothing announced. There's been nothing determined. Guess what? It got determined yesterday. One part of this is now over. Right. And that is the so-called dealing with it in the moment. Okay? How you feeling about Draymond not getting suspended? Plain and simple.
Yeah.
How am I feeling, Matt Steinmetz? I'm a little surprised. I thought he might get hit a little bit after the video came out.
A little bit? I thought it was going to be a lot.
I thought a little bit, 3 to 5 maybe. I don't know.
Dude, text line, Xfinity Mobile text line on fire saying, "Goo, I can't believe this." Like, they're mad. A lot of Warrior fans are mad. This station's been doing numbers because of this story. We're not happy that happened. People are invested in this. I can't believe they decided not to suspend him. But what I told you, Willard and Dibbs, Steiny, how can I be mad?
Because I'll tell you how you can be mad. Is seeing something happening in front of your eyes that ain't right. That ain't right. And the Warriors have the right to do anything they want.
Right.
But we saw Draymond Green hit a guy as hard as I've ever seen someone get hit. And the Warriors have chosen not to suspend him and to fine him clearly a marginal amount.
Wow.
All right?
Yeah.
I mean, all right. It adds to the stigma that Draymond, he plays by a different set of rules. And I guess what can bother Warrior fans, what bothers me a little bit.
Draymond's a bully, Steiny.
Right, but I guess that's what, like, everybody's got to walk on eggshells around Draymond. And, like, he's like the third guy on this team. Right. You know, we got a guy, Steph Curry, who is significantly better than Draymond and is like the problem solver. It's like, you know, it's like Draymond Green's one of the worst students in the class. And we got to deal with them day in and day out. Meanwhile, the Honor Society people have to stand up for this guy who's not doing all his work and is, causing a ruckus.
And I'm on record, Steiny. I hear what you're saying. I think the guy should have I said 20 games. Kenny Smith now has chimed in. I don't know if you heard him, but just former NBA player, champion. He said this kind of stuff happens all the time. Okay. And because he said it, it don't make me think differently. I'm just telling people, get over. What are you going to do with your pain? What are you going to do with your anger that they didn't handle it the way you wanted? That's why I woke up smiling. I can compartmentalize. I voiced it. I said it. I'm still blown away. And you're right. I'll look at Dre like, man, Mary Lou Retton. No, she didn't skate. She was a gymnast. But you skated. So, okay, they got an 82. They got a season to play, Matt.
Yeah. And again, I'm not going to stop watching the Warriors. I'm just telling you, I've talked to a lot of people.
Oh, man.
And there are a lot of people that they just can't believe it. They can't believe there were no tangible consequences.
I'm going to interview you real quick. One quick question. Matt, what's the number one reason you think went into them not suspending Draymond? What's your gut tell you why he avoided a suspension? Is it ring night? Because that was poetic over there.
I think part of it is the path of least resistance.
See, but Kurt told us this was the most difficult thing in his career that they had to face.
But their actions didn't show that. Their actions didn't show that. What their actions showed was that what happened between KD and Draymond was more significant than this. And here's the other thing. The one incident that's always been, I don't want to say swept under the rug, but never been made a bigger deal out of than it should have been made a bigger deal is what he did at halftime in Oklahoma City.
That was incredible. I'll never forget it.
Because
police had to come.
Because my understanding was what was that, 2016?
Yeah.
When Draymond
was
on the verge of physically assaulting the head coach.
With his players
and
there.
Threatening to kill him.
Wow.
And security had to come into the locker room. There was discussion among those in the organization at the highest level. There's a little disagreement about what they should do about it. Some people up high were saying, we've got to suspend him. Guess what? They didn't. They didn't suspend him. Played the next night. They've never
checked him.
There just haven't seemed to be any consequences for
KD, they suspended him.
One game.
What makes this lesser than that?
It's not lesser than that. That's where Steve
man.
Kerr, I think, is not being exactly truthful. I'm not saying he's lying, but
no doubt.
Please.
How can I call you a name and get warrant suspension and then knock you upside the head? I will not use skate again, and you get nothing.
Nick on 680 wants to jump in. What's up, Nick?
What's up, Steiny? What's up, Guru? Man, thank you for taking my call, first and foremost. I love listening to you guys. You guys, without a doubt, within the last few months have become my favorite to listen to. So thank you guys for your perspective and your professionalism, all that stuff. Guru, man, you relate to the fans more than anybody. At least I relate to you as a fan, right? And seeing your professionalism just progress and everything, I really do appreciate it. But I'm a little bit confused on your take on this. I just want to touch on a few things. Again, Steinmetz hitting a really good point as far as the culture goes. This is the culture. Draymond gets away with stuff like this. And for those who have watched the Warriors for a while now, we're used to it. As far as the callers, including myself, man, up until this point, I find myself calling you guys. I'm tired of hearing about this. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it. But, again, it was the media that leaked it. This was something that got leaked inside of a practice. This would have totally been different had that video would have not been leaked. But now we're seeing it. We're seeing it all transpire. I do give credit to Guru and whoever else pointed out that it's not so much the footage that was recorded. It was the 40 seconds before that, right? Because something led Dre to go over there and talk with him, to go over there and say, hey, what did you say? As far as him swinging goes, I just want to get this off my chest, and I'll let you guys go after this. Man, it was a reaction. Like, it was a reaction. He went over there, and, he got in his face a little bit, but he went there to go confront him verbally.
Oh, come on, Nick. Ooh. Nick, do you really believe that? Come on. No? I don't believe that.
What?
If he went over there to confront him verbally, he wouldn't have gotten in his space. He would have stopped short and said, yo, what's up, dude? What'd you say?
Well, my thing is not backing Nick up, Steiny. I'm just telling you, Draymond was saying something aloud before he start walking over. So I'm not justifying. I'm telling people, what are you going to do with your pain? Let me tell you what I'm going to do with because I'm blown away. There's no suspension. This warrants a suspension. I thought it was 20 games. But my heart ain't broken, but it's broken for Jordan Poole. Steiny, I'm looking you in the face and telling you you don't see that hit in San Quentin. You don't see that in Pelican Bay. But what are you going to do? And the culture, the people that are in charge of their team and Jordan Poole, I can't be more mad for Jordan and Jordan. And this tells me, obviously, if it's the perfume or I'm about to get the money or the bag, how can I then be mad? I'm telling people, I feel like a doctor, Steiny, your pain should go away with the announcement last night.
I disagree. Like, we can't tell Jordan Poole how to act, so I'm not going to tell a fan how to react if his favorite team
got it wrong.
Yes, got it wrong. 510, who the heck are you guys to decide what the Warriors should do? If Poole's okay and the team's okay, who the fork are you?
Well, I kind of came in with that.
We're nobody. We're nobody. But the point is, 510, is Steve Kerr talked last night and acknowledged that there were going to be people who thought this decision was terrible, and he gets that. And guess what? The people who think this is a terrible decision, they get to weigh in today and say, Warriors, I think you blew it. And if you want to say Warriors, that's the way they handled it, and I believe in them, that's fine too. That's fine. I'll take those calls. I'm not going to. Bob Myers is still coming on our show once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, excited.
Yeah, me too.
But I'll say this. Every NBA player outside of Kenny Smith, we heard David West has been like, this is wrong. Brandon Haywood was like, there should have been a punishment. I know he's won somebody, but like, were you going to boycott you just said it. You going to boycott the games? No, I'm not. Like, I'm all in. I'm just, he's untouchable. Elliot Ness.
Chris in Oakland. Hey, Chris, how you doing, man? What's going on?
Good.
You there?
Sound like some wind.
All right, let's go to Dave in Oakland. Hey, Dave, what's going on, man?
Hey, guys. What's happening? Boy, you got to start wondering if Draymond Green knows that Steph Curry's actually an alien in a meat suit. Because, man, he, Curry just clearly backs him up no matter what. You can't, when we talk about culture, there's no such thing. Curry is the culture. Curry was the decision maker. And to pretend otherwise, it's just not looking at the reality.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you. By the way,
we got to wrap.
Can we get that sound from last night's game and Bob Myers, president of basketball operations?
Steiny and Guru, and we'll talk to him. We have.
We sure will. Yeah. We absolutely.
Steph stole night, and Bob didn't. He left us out a little bit.
Yeah, he clarified it with me today, so I may go public.
How is
what
209 on YouTube? Guru is solved. How?
Because you're afraid to criticize the organization.
I've been doing it for a week.
Not really. You're just asking.
Thought I was going to come in here and go ballistic.
Well, that's because
No, I'm showing growth.
Well, last night you tweeted out a picture of somebody skating.
Yeah.
And inferring that Draymond Green
did skate.
Okay, well then, if you think he skated, then rip the organization, I guess.
No.
Well, first of all, I'm not. Yeah. You're not fighting me right here. On this one.
And I'm not fighting anybody.
You read it.
Haven't you heard the saying, you control what you could control?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing here. If you're a Dub fan and they're telling you they handled it in-house, I told you guys it's wrong. I feel like they got it wrong. And Dre he can't be touched. So that's it. But you're going to go to bed tonight with your little binky and be like, Draymond didn't get suspended? I'm not watching the game. What do you want? And they're going to, I'm all in. When do they play next ring night? Lakers, handy. We going to be in the building. It's over.
Right, no, it's not.
This is another chapter in the file or book of Draymond Green getting away. I don't want to use murder, but with a one piece.
I don't think it's over. I mean, this part of it's over. They're not going to win a title this year. Take it to the bank.
Saying that on TV. Why?
Because
you're going to go for a rebound and be like, "Oh, I forgot Dre hit Jordan."
There's a few things. No, it's not just one thing. Right. Something's going on with Clay. Something's going on with Clay and his mentals.
Ooh,
this Poole and Green thing ain't going away. What's going on with Iguodala? He ain't going to be ready for the opener. There's going to be too much. Clearly, they're going to have to too heavily rely on the youngsters, I believe.
That's wow.
And a reminder, this is a championship team. Championship. They got to win the championship. Teams that win the championship are together.
Wow.
Always together. So we'll see. They also have the green opt-out that they're going to be talking about. I mean, once this thing blows over, hey, Draymond, you going to opt out? He's going to be Kevin Durant again. You going to opt out?
No,
I don't want to talk about it. Well, guess what? We're going to ask all your teammates for the entire year.
I think we already know the answer to that.
Like, the Draymond contract will be like Durant. And we all know that the Durant questions impacted the team.
You know what, Steiny? I love your examples, but I'm going to say this about that. Kevin Durant was everything and arguably the best player in the league at that juncture. So I think that's why everybody, and Warrior fans included, were like, what's that answer? I'm not saying Dre is no Durant, especially offensively. I just don't know if it would have that impact that you think. What's he going to do?
What's
As opposed to
do?
when Durant, if he leaves, people were like, oh my gosh, Dream, you leaving? Okay. We got Kaminga. You know what I mean? It ain't that severe to me. And one thing I would add on your list why I'm worried about this season. Just
Draymond Green's been a lifer for the Warriors. But Kevin Durant was only a rental.
I don't know how much chicken meat is left on the bone of Dre being Dre.
Clearly, there's enough meat left on the bone that he can get away with doing this with no punishment because the team obviously knows we need Draymond Green.
That was a great return, sir.
We need Draymond Green to win a title. Right. And what if Draymond Green ain't happy? Guess what? They ain't winning a title.
Happy now?
Well, now he's happy. Now he'll be able to.
Draymond, grab that mic ring night. Grab it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I would add it to your list?
What?
And I mean this. Denver's going to be better. The Lakers, they're going to be healthier. The Clippers and Memphis and the Pelicans with Zion. Like it ain't going to be easy. In Minnesota. Dude, Gobert and your boy. Cat. I can't wait.
Why do you say guys are my boys that aren't my boys? Karl Anthony Towns among the most soft players in the NBA.
Oh, he had a great year last year, though.
He's soft. He's still soft.
Yeah.
He's a little harder, but he's still soft.
Yeah.
Go ahead, cut that if you want. Yeah. All right, 888-957-9570. We'll get to your calls on the other side. No suspension for Draymond Green. Good, bad, or... It's all sponsored by Save Mart.
Tomorrow, the Warriors rookies are live in studio with Damon and Ratto.
The Golden State Warriors select Patrick Baldwin Jr.
Patrick Baldwin Jr. and Ryan Rollins are hanging out with Damon and Ratto live in studio.
How about an NBA comparison to Ryan Rollins? Maybe like a CJ McCollum?
Tomorrow, only on 95.7 The Game.
At Lucky California, every day is full of fresh possibilities. Try their USDA Choice Beef. It's deliciously tender and marbled for flavor. This week, Choice Beef New York Steak, bone-in, is just $5.99 per pound in the Max Pack. Lucky California. Come see what's fresh.
Are you thinking about getting a new TV this week at prime prices? Maybe a Samsung, LG, or a Sony? Before you click, you should check out Video Only, because they've got below prime deals. That's right. Top-rated TVs at better than online prices. Curbside pickup or home delivery are available. Don't click before you call Video Only, because if you do, you'll be sorry.
Dr. Trudy Fleer here with the 5G Home Recovery Podcast. Let's discuss a very real existential threat to internet speed. It's a big one. Ready? T-Mobile Home Internet. It lags. Ugh. Now, what is lag? Lag is a delay in data being transmitted across the internet. For example, you're hitting that hot drop, the parachute cuts out, you've got an unsuspecting bot in your sights, and lag! You were actually eliminated 10 seconds ago. Nobody deserves that. So stop letting T-Mobile Home Internet ruin everything and switch to Xfinity. Learn more at xfinity.com/TMOFax.
Get an amazing value on Xfinity Internet with unlimited data included. Switch for $55 a month for 2 full years with no annual contract required and no equipment fees for 24 months. Go to xfinity.com/TMOFax, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store to learn more. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/17/22. Restrictions apply. New fast internet and XFi Complete customers only. XFi Gateway required. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to getrefunds.com/sports, click on Qualify Me, and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to getrefunds.com/sports. That's getrefunds.com/sports.
The new Google Pixel 7 Pro is super, especially when it's on Verizon, the network America relies on. It's supercharged, super powered, and a super...
deal.
You know it. Now, switch to Verizon and get the Google Pixel 7 Pro on us with select trade-ins and select 5G unlimited plans.
That really is super.
Yep, there's never been a better time to switch to Verizon. $899.99 device payment purchase with new smartphone line on select 5G unlimited plans required. $200 Verizon e-gift card with ported. Less $700 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. 0% APR. Trade-in conditions and additional terms apply.
Hey guys, this is Keenan Thompson. I have a problem with you. Yes, you. None of y'all told me that AutoTrader has millions of new and used cars that I can shop from home. I thought we were friends. I put smiles on your face, but I'm not smiling. No one told me that with AutoTrader, a dealer can deliver cars to my home or that I could shop by price on AutoTrader. No one. Consider this friendship that you just learned we had officially over. Finally, it's easy. AutoTrader.
The new Google Pixel 7 Pro is super, especially when it's on Verizon, the network America relies on. It's supercharged, super powered, and a super...
deal.
You know it. Now, switch to Verizon and get the Google Pixel 7 Pro on us with select trade-ins and select 5G unlimited plans.
That really is super.
Yep, there's never been a better time to switch to Verizon. $899.99 device payment purchase with new smartphone line on select 5G unlimited plans required. $200 Verizon e-gift card with ported. Less $700 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. 0% APR. Trade-in conditions and additional terms apply.
What's your retirement look like? With Fidelity Income Planning, a dedicated advisor can help you create a flexible income strategy to grow and protect your wealth so you can stop worrying about the future and enjoy whatever comes next. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services member NYSE SIPC.
95.7 The Game has your tickets to see The Who, October 24th at the SAP Center. For your shot to win, head to our contest page at 957thegame.com.
Do you think all premium fuels are the same? Well, your engine doesn't. Shell V-Power Nitro Plus helps keep your engine running like new because it's engineered to defend against 4 main engine threats: gunk, wear, corrosion, and friction. So next time, choose Shell's most advanced fuel ever. It's fuel for thought. In engines that continuously use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline.
If you're a professional builder or designer, here's some good news from Golden State Lumber. Their relationships with Capital Lumber, Cal Cascade, Humboldt Sawmill, and others have led to an increase in lumber inventory. Golden State strives to deliver most materials the next day, if not the same day. Be sure to download the Golden State app, which provides access to hundreds of resources. Find it at goldenstatelumber.com. For 3 generations, Golden State. When you succeed, we succeed.
You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM at HD1 San Francisco. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Now, back to Steiny and Guru on 95.7 The Game.
Thank you, Bob Myers.
deal.
Appreciate that. President of Basketball Operations, General Manager. I gave him grief for that.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
I sent him a text.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Like, where's their credit, Bob? Yeah.
By the way, he stole it from me. I'm the one who said,
oh, wow.
I am the one who said Steph Curry's the greatest face of a franchise I've ever seen in my lifetime.
You're going Ricky Henderson when he broke the stolen base.
Give me somebody,
am the greatest
give
of
me
all
a better,
time.
give me a better combined leader / player.
Well, you don't agree with how he handled this one.
Who doesn't?
You.
Where did you hear that? I've done nothing but praise Steph Curry for his involvement. He got everybody together. He's the guy.
In this?
Yes. What do you What were you imagining making up?
You're one of the people that are you're blown away that there's no suspension,
right? Well, it's how he's not the GM.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's the GMO.
Yeah.
Hey,
you said Curry.
Get off him, Parker.
Hey, Rutherford sent this to me, and you didn't have to send it. This is what I'm thinking. We're so focused, and I get it, on Draymond Green, but people, put yourself in Jordan Poole's shoes. He's about to get paid. If he can come back from this, why are we upset?
Because it's wrong to a lot of people. What happened is wrong to a lot of people.
Me is one.
Flat out wrong.
Okay.
And Draymond Green faced virtually no discipline. And that bothers people because there's no accountability. And as it pertains to Draymond, there's a feeling that the organization has not held him accountable over the course of his career. And now, according to Steve Kerr, this is the most egregious thing that he's done. It's a serious crisis, but there's no punishment. It's fair to ask questions why. It's fair to say that's not enough.
Right.
I'm not saying mad, but yes.
Yeah, no, all that is valid. But if Jordan could get past it, I'm just telling people, shouldn't that outweigh how all of us feel? Even though we know, and I'm one of them, this ain't right. But if Jordan can get past what happened to him, we should be able to move on and understand
disagree.
This is Dre being Dre, and the Warriors aren't. There's nothing he can do.
But if you don't understand that what Draymond did was so wrong,
I do.
Like if that's great, Jordan Poole can forgive him.
Right.
And he's a teammate.
Okay.
That's important.
I'm with you.
I'm just a fan.
Right.
I'm just a guy on the radio.
Cut that. But yeah.
So what does that mean? Like I mean, it doesn't matter if I forgive him or not.
I guess I'm asking Warrior fans, how long should you just put this in this file?
No, there's a lot of people that are now done with Draymond. Like, whatever,
Yeah.
Brian Ratto.
Yeah.
I'm done with Draymond.
No,
I gave him grief. He goes, I'm done with Draymond.
We
I'm
heard
like,
the lady
what
call
does that
last
mean?
week with the jersey.
What does that mean? You're done with Draymond. Well, I'm done with Draymond. I don't like him. I'm going to boo him, but I like the Warriors. Okay. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to support Draymond or you don't, but okay, you don't like Draymond, but you're still a Warrior fan.
Well,
big deal.
You know what? Let's back up.
It's skate like
I told you, you know where I'm at.
But you keep asking, like, what if I'm not mad? Why should other people be mad? Because not everybody's you. And in terms of being mad, it's like I'm not mad.
I'm shocked.
I don't have a feeling other than there's going to be a lot of people upset about this, and there are. And there are.
And
that's
you can
all I'm
throw
saying.
something at me right now because I know I'm comparing apples to oranges. But again, if the end result as an organization is not what we thought and fans thought it should be, because there are some people hot, then how do we get we love the shit. How do we give him credit?
Who?
Curry.
Because he's the reason maybe they could get over this and they don't have to suspend him.
I guess I'm looking at it from the fan out there, and again, the dude's presidential, Steph, maybe he could have looked at it like something of that, a suspension needs to happen. And maybe he could have then talked to, hey, Dre, just take this one for the team.
But he has no input on the suspension.
Yeah, that's why.
And he doesn't want to do that.
I hear you.
What he wants to do
is win games.
Is get Jordan Poole into his house and say, "You think you can forgive Draymond?" I don't know, dude. All right, let me go to Draymond. Draymond, he's pissed off, man. It's what you did is really, really. I know, Steph. All right, why don't you guys take some time? Let's go out to lunch in 3 days or whatever. Like that's what what Steph Curry clearly did. Ed in San Francisco. What's up, Ed?
Okay, amazing conversation. I think they've already had this conversation. The team got together and they had the conversation, and they decided to and he apologized, and Poole accepted it, and Curry accepted it, and fine. I don't give a fuck what the
how dumb do you have to be, Ed?
Yeah.
How dumb do you have to be?
Yeah. There's only one Ed Lackman. How come I remember your boy? It's the way you say it. You know, Guru, Ed Lackman.
Let's get back to me. Yes, I was talking to Bob Myers yesterday.
Wow.
And on the phone.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about stuff. Yeah. And I said to him what I'd said on the air, that he's the greatest face of a franchise I've ever seen in my lifetime. So then he went on the air with it without crediting me.
Mad. You should really be.
I texted him.
Oh, yeah, I'd be
I
hot.
said, you got to cite sources when you say that.
He didn't want to give you the credit.
Yeah, but you know
so
what?
It's like it didn't count.
You're going to be jealous of this, though.
I don't get jealous.
Yeah, you do.
Only of David Justice.
And so, you know what he did do?
What?
He told Steph I said that.
But you don't really know if it got to Steph.
No, Bob Myers said he told Steph.
Oh, but I'm telling you, people say stuff.
Oh, you think Bob Myers is lying to me? Why don't you bring that up next week? Let's go, Austin and San Jose. What's up, Austin?
Fellas, what's going on? Great conversation as usual. Listen, I think this is, it's a PR, it's a business of basketball, which is first. You guys talk about Steph. They care about putting the product together that's going to win first. But the issue that's bothered me is, guys, nobody's mentioned the fact that the punch, so-called punch, didn't happen in the context of basketball, Guru. It was guys off to the side.
It was the worst thing ever, Austin. I've been saying, I said he should have got 20 games. I get that.
Yeah,
I've said nothing. That was wicked.
Everybody's talking about the basketball, but it wasn't basketball. I mean, so my whole thing is we love Dre, the basketball player, but we have to be careful about loving Dre, the individual, and the individual is not a guy that we really like very much, if we're being honest. That's all I got, guys. Good conversation. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Again, information's coming in from everywhere.
What do you mean?
Because I'm going to the Xfinity mobile text line.
Well, those are just
510. By the way, aren't the reports that Poole has not accepted the apology? He spoke to Draymond. I don't know what they said, but if you're going to pass him the ball and go out there ring night and practice with him tomorrow, to me, Steiny, he's accepted the apology. And it could be he's about to get 120 milli. I don't care. I'm just from the cloth now of I can't supersede the person that was on the receiving end of that punch. I can't be that more disappointed than Poole if he can look past. That's all I'm saying. I'm with everybody, the Greg Anthonys, everybody saying you got to suspend him. This warrants a suspension. My guy Ellie, you can't do that. But they're doing it their way. Frank Sinatra. So when I say salute, I'm not saying I'm signing off on the act. I'm saying I'm signing off on the Warriors and Kerr saying we know we're going to take a hit, but we know who we are.
John's in San Francisco. What's up, John? How you doing, man?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. A few things that I take from the latest Warriors news, and this is, one, no suspension because there's nothing they could do to change Draymond Green in the near future. And two, you don't want to pass Draymond Green, bro. You want Draymond Green for who Draymond Green is. And number three, sports tolerate all kinds of baggages from dudes because you know why?
No doubt.
That person's talent is essential to winning. And
you know what this is about, John? You're my man, and shout out to the post office and the postal workers, men and women, rain, sleet, snow, shine, all that other stuff. Thanks, John.
I think that's it.
Appreciate it. It's about winning. They know they can't win without Draymond.
Okay.
Maybe. That might be it.
Hey, my son, Little Daryl's listening to us in the Uber. Say what's up.
Let's go to Kerr now. This is from last night. Little Daryl.
I'm back.
Little Daryl.
Truly.
Little Daryl.
Yeah.
Pop's driving me nuts today. Here's Steve Kerr on Draymond from last night.
He is going to come back to practice on Thursday. He's been fined. He will not be suspended. I expect him to play Friday in our last preseason game and on opening night.
All right. How'd you come to this decision?
We have spent the last week in deep discussions with all of our key figures in the organization, including Jordan and Draymond, of course, Steph, all of our players, Bob, myself, and I can tell you there have been a lot of conversations, individual, one-on-one discussions, players-only discussions, everything that you can think of, all the different combinations that are possible to have in a conversation. We've had them. It's been an exhaustive process. We feel like we have a great feel for our team. We've got a lot of continuity on this team, so Bob and I know our players extremely well. We feel like this is the best way, after assessing everything, for us to move forward. Never easy, no matter what decision you make in a situation like this. It's not going to be perfect.
All right, that's Steve Kerr elaborating on how they came to the decision. Last Steve Kerr, before Guru and I jump back into it with your calls, this is on what this incident means.
This is the biggest crisis that we've ever had since I've been coach here. It's really serious stuff. We're not perfect. Our team isn't perfect. Bob and I have definitely made our share of mistakes over the years, but we're going to lean on the experience that we have together over the last 9 years and trust that this is the best decision for our team. We have a lot of work to do, all of us, players, coaches, Bob in the front office, but we're committed to doing that work together and to making this a really successful season. I'm not going to talk about the fine other than to say he has been fined.
All right.
Man.
So that was Steve Kerr from last night talking about the decision. A lot of people talked about it. A lot of input. A lot of stuff. No suspension. He'll be there ring night, Draymond Green.
And the one thing when this is all said and done, Steiny, this shocks me. And I said hypocritical talking about myself because I do know if I was Jordan Poole, I would never be able to come back from it. If I was a teammate, I would want Dre suspended. Okay, you cannot do that. But with that said, how can Steve say that? Because you're sending the message that an argument with Kevin Durant was greater than what Green did to Poole. Help me get past that. I'm at knock. Who is it? It's Goo. I need help getting past how you suspend a man for calling Kevin Durant a B-word, but you let this go.
Well, your perception is we've let it go. 100%. You don't know what we're doing behind closed doors. You don't know what we got Draymond Green to agree to so there wouldn't be a suspension. Maybe he's going to anger management 3 times a week. My point is that what Steve Kerr would say is just because Draymond got a game suspension last year and no this year, there's other ways to hold him accountable more than a suspension of a game. And one of the ways is to hold him accountable throughout the whole season where he's got to go to anger management for 6 months.
But do you believe that's what's jumping off?
I think something's going on.
You think so?
Something. Yeah, I think maybe something.
You know what? This might be too strong of a word, and I don't want to use it, but I'm going to. When you do what Draymond did to me that way, there should be some public shame. And the shame comes when the job says you're suspended for a couple of days. We'll see you in a week. But, man, to basically get on those blades and skate, I'm shocked, but after today or even last night, Steiny, they can move on. I got to move on. And Dre's got to move on and Poole's got to move on.
I mean, and you don't have to move on if you don't want to as a fan.
But what are you going to do with that disappointment?
Stop being a Warrior fan or boo Draymond Green?
You ain't a diehard if you do that then.
Well,
and you're a hater of Draymond Green.
Brian Ratto says he's a diehard, but he's not a Draymond Green fan anymore.
Well, damn.
I'm just saying.
That's an oxymoron. Like, he's got a Warrior jersey.
Trust me, I gave him grief, too.
Oh, okay.
But
you feel how you feel?
But I think a lot of people feel that way. I mean, and honestly, I think it's kind of easy to feel that way.
I just hate Jordan was small. You were the big bad dude, and you gave him the one piece. And by all accounts, I keep going to Tristan Thompson's and the other Porzingis, that video flying around. Like, give them that work and energy, not your teammates.
Joe's in San Jose. Hey, Joe. What's up, buddy?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I think the reason why a lot of people are upset about the Draymond Green situation is because a lot of people work in a structured environment at work. And there's an HR, and then HR has one rule. They don't come up with different rules. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are upset. Hello?
Yeah, we're listening.
Okay, that's why a lot of people is upset, and because the basketball is in a structure, it's a business structure, and the fact that he didn't get punished, and HR, it should be one HR, and so a lot of people go to work every day and have to follow these HR rules, and have Draymond not followed, not get punished for that. That's a big disappointment.
Thanks for the call, Joe.
For taking my call.
Yeah, appreciate it, Joe. Thanks for listening. Draymond Green. What happens if something happens in 2 months?
Why would you expect anything different? I used to work at AT&T, and you would have a file, and if you did something, infraction, you were late, you accumulated points. And if you got to a certain, an absence, unexcused absence would be 2. So if you miss one day, you got 2. So you might as well miss the whole week. So if I was out one day, you just get off the whole week because it's still only 2. My point being, nothing's going to happen. And for the people, this is how I feel like a reverend. Let me give you
a lot of people are not calling you reverend today. But
no, they're telling me.
There we go.
Stop. If you think you are not a hater of Draymond Green, and you can't let this go, you need to look yourself in the
mirror. No.
That's how I feel.
Incorrect.
Steiny, I do not dislike Draymond Green. I will call a spade, and every time that dude's wrong, and when I say he's wrong, I feel like you're belittling your teammates and even the coach. That's embarrassing. I'll call him out. Jonathan in New York, he said, remember the interview we had with Draymond, and I told Draymond to his face over the phone that I had criticized him. You remember that? You were there.
You really
we
went
didn't
out
back
on a limb
down.
there.
My point is, if you're not a hater of Dre, you got to move on.
Disagree.
Man. See that?
It's got nothing. You don't have to be a hater of Draymond to say, "Hey, Warriors, you messed this up." Draymond's irrelevant to a lot of people because they've already written Draymond off. He's a goon.
Yeah.
All right. He's a bully.
He's your goon.
So now it's totally fine to say, you know what? I gave up on Draymond years ago. This one's on the organization. How the hell can they let this guy play? Like, again, I'm not saying that's the way I feel because I don't.
Right.
But people do.
Right.
People do.
So you said, Goo, you sounded like, if you disagree with this decision, which I do, you hate Draymond, and you're saying it ain't that. Because I'm with. I kind of got you confused a little bit.
Yeah, which is unusual.
Baffled. No, they call it baffled.
And then some of the other people. Just trying to figure out exactly where you're coming from today. Yeah, you think he skated, but you don't want to criticize the organization.
I've said it.
I get it. Bob's going to come on our show every week.
I don't do that type radio. People can't see your chicklets. Dude, you know where I'm at. I'm blown away. They got it wrong. I said, Steve Kerr, how can you say this is the worst thing that's ever happened to you? And there was no suspension. Guess what? It's not the worst thing that happened, but that's how you feel. I'm talking to Warrior fans. Golden bullet.
What do you say? Send a message to Warrior fans. What do you want Warrior fans to know?
I'm going to spell it out.
All right. Hey, let me set it up. All right. Hey, Warrior fans. My main man, Dow the Guru Johnson, is going to tell you how to feel. Go ahead, man. Send a message to Dub Nation right now, Goo.
MOVEON. You have to move on. That's what the family is doing. And I'm going to give you an analogy. What if my wife and I got into it, you're my best friend, and we reconcile?
Okay.
And she did something to me that you know what? I can't believe you took her back.
Right.
But when you come over.
I don't come over anymore.
Yeah, you would come over. But you come over for me. You move on. That's what I'm telling Warriors. I believe the Warriors botched this. They got this wrong. The video came out, but the one thing they were consistent in is the video didn't change their punishment. And that's why I'm like, who the hell am I to second guess? That was profound. I'm sorry.
Who?
I feel like I could just
walk
what
off.
You
just said?
Yeah. Like, you got to talk now.
I don't have to.
No, but
you're so profound. I'll just let it lay out.
Steiny, that's life. If they're moving on, we have to as fans.
Don't you get it? We don't have to do a damn thing. That's my point. The team can move on and great. And I can be a fan and say, good, move on. Go ahead and win a championship. But what happened here in October is reprehensible, and I'm never going to forget it as a fan. Right. Like, I don't have to move on.
Let me ask you
I will after today.
Will
because
you
it'll
ever
be
forget
else.
the KD thing with Draymond? Or was that different because we don't know? Well, he got suspended.
But I don't think it matters. It's not up to me to forgive Draymond. He's never done a thing to me. So it's not up to me to forgive him. Do I think am I sick of Draymond? Yeah, I'm sick of Draymond.
I believe there's some people in the org that are probably feeling that way.
I mean, gets away with murder, no accountability, time and time again. This is the latest. Do I think it's going to be the last? No. But I'm not, I don't hate Draymond. He's just.
Right. And yeah.
It's kind of like the Richard Sherman with Russell Wilson. Ripping Russell Wilson, but you find out, Russell Wilson's not actually a bad guy. It's just the organization showed him favoritism.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Okay, well then get mad at the organization. Let's go to Bobby. Bobby in Antioch. What's going on, Bobby?
Hey, fellas. Thanks for letting me hop on with you guys.
Yeah.
So I just want to say I'm okay with Draymond not getting suspended because I feel like things like this happen in organizations that we don't always hear about it. And then a video comes out which blows it up and, gives people the right to be upset about what happened. But these guys are able to work through this, I think. And I think having Kerr as the head coach is a big thing to help this thing go through because Kerr's went through this before. Kerr got hit in practice by Jordan. They went on together to win a championship. So things like this happen. These guys are grown men. Words are said, might be taken a little more disrespectful. And then, but I think they're able to get through and wash it away.
Maybe.
Because they've gone through so much already together.
Thanks, Bobby. Maybe. It might be what happens.
And Kerr and Jordan got into a fight. Kerr threw the first punch. And like you said, man, you said, you know what, Goo, this wasn't a fight, and I feel that. Now, some people, I'm going to read this Xfinity mobile text line, Steiny, and I just want to ask, I want to get your thoughts because I'm still computing. Do you think Draymond threw that punch knowing he would skate?
I don't think so. I
was like, damn, that's it. Like, okay, that's doing too much math because we'll never know, but he skated and he fired, he threw it, dropped his teammate.
Steiny keeps saying a lot of fans are done with the Warriors. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. But I could understand. I have no idea if a lot of Warrior fans are going to check out. I'm just telling you.
I don't believe so. They could be mad. I get that. But when you love something.
No, I don't think it'll. No, it won't be a dip in ticket sales or anything like that.
Stop.
But we'll see how it all plays out. Here's the other thing, and I do know this is going to be greeted with, eye rolls. I get it. But I do think another thing that happened in the last week is, and I know you guys are going to snicker, but they probably told him, this is it. This is your last break.
You think so?
It's like a family that's been dealing with a problem child who's got drug or alcohol problems, and you eventually you got to, is it the 8th time? Is it the 10th time? Is it the 5th time where you say, I love you, but you're gone? That might be something that's going on here.
Stephen A. Smith contract, he may be up out anyway, naturally.
Who?
Draymond.
Draymond Green is not getting another contract from the Warriors.
Okay.
And anybody want to bet me on that? Anybody want to bet me on that?
I'll tell you on the other side.
My call is Draymond Green will not receive another contract from the Golden State Warriors. Any bets? Any bets? Hey, a new episode of the 415ers podcast is out. Hosts Evan Giddings and Mark Grady bring you along as they analyze what went right and what went wrong. Follow the 415ers on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you who Draymond Green really kind of put the screws to. James Wiseman. And I'll tell you why on the other side.
Back to Wiseman.
Opening night is less than a week away.
Backdoor lob to Wiggins. He climbs the ladder and throws it down. Draymond with the assist.
Can the Warriors overcome the drama and defend their title?
Hart down the lane. Rejected. Kuminga with a block. Harden says, who is that?
Find out right here on the home of the NBA champions. 95.7, The Game.
Are you thinking about getting a new TV this week at prime prices? Maybe a Samsung, LG, or a Sony? Before you click, you should check out Video Only, because they've got below prime deals. That's right, top-rated TVs at better than online prices. Curbside pickup or home delivery are available. Don't click before you call Video Only, because if you do, you'll be sorry.
It's easy to think all money managers are pretty much the same, but at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different? How? You sell high commission investment products, right?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission-based investment products.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Nope, never at Fisher. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our client's best interest. It's the highest standard of care for a financial advisor.
How do you know what's in their best interest?
We get to know our clients and then tailor a portfolio based on their goals and needs.
But you probably sneak in some hidden and layered fees.
No, we have one transparent management fee structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, you really do look out for your clients.
That's because our top priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. It might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly different money management.
Investments and securities involve the risk of loss.
Your most valuable asset is your time. So why should buying a car eat up your whole day? At BMW of Fairfield, we value your time as much as you do. So once you've decided on your next car and how you want to buy it, we'll have you behind the wheel of your ultimate driving machine and on your way home within 1 hour. There is a better way. Experience it for yourself at BMW of Fairfield. One price, one person, 1 hour.
2000, 2008, 2022. When it comes to the economy, those are some scary years. Dot-com crash, housing crash, and the roller coaster we're going through right now. It's a dangerous time to not know your numbers. But over 31,000 businesses have the confidence and clarity they need because they rely on NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of financials, inventory, HR, planning, and budgeting. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, improve margins. Everything you need all in one place. So, how do you prepare for uncertain times? The answer, NetSuite. NetSuite helps you identify rising costs, automate your business processes, and easily see where to save money. That's why 93% of customers say they improved their visibility and control when they upgraded to NetSuite. What are you waiting for? NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/radar. netsuite.com/radar.
Don't waste your time trying to sell your old car. Donate it to Cars for Kids. It's the easiest and fastest way to donate your car and get a tax deduction. Donate online at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your car today.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you may be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to GetRefunds.com, click on Qualify Me, and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to GetRefunds.com. That's GetRefunds.com.
Are you ready?
At Lowe's, every pro is an MVP to us. That's why MVP's rewards members can earn bonus points on select products from brands like DeWalt, Purdy paint applicators, and GRK screws. Then redeem your bonus points for exciting rewards like tools, grills, Lowe's gift cards, and more. Join Lowe's MVP's Pro Rewards today to start earning. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Subject to program terms. While supplies last. Visit Lowe's.com/MVP's bonus points for details. Now through 10/28.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Beyonce's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. You know, an oil change with full synthetic oil like Valvoline Advance can help your engine get more miles. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP Extended Life oil filter for only $36.99. Find your solution for better fuel efficiency today at any of our 6,200 stores or on AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
And can somebody give Bob some credit?
Now, back to Steiny and Guru on 95.7 The Game.
All right, Matt Steinmetz, Darryl the Guru Johnson with you. I tell you what, Draymond Green owes James Wiseman an apology.
Man, you had me waiting. What for?
I'll tell you what for. Because if Draymond Green hadn't have gone ballistic, we'd be in here today talking about James Wiseman.
Okay, all right, wow.
I'm going to tell you something.
Uh-oh.
This kid's going to help.
The big fella, man.
He's going to help.
Man, I like everything he's doing right now. Pick and roll action.
What about his hands?
I haven't seen him fumble, stumble, dumble, nothing. It's been okay. But he ain't played one regular season game yet, so we got to wait and watch. I'm just telling you, those are concerns. You know?
What's your problem today?
You hate it. You are good. Oh, my God. Good and matured, man. I get it, man. I get this, but they got a season. They got to defend their title. If you want to say he skated or he walked, is this really anything? Yeah, it is, because we've never seen anything this vile. But damn, Steiny, just help me and the listeners think, if we could just put Jordan Poole on the couch, what could he be thinking? You think it's the euphoria of him getting that bag?
Maybe.
I couldn't.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's... whether Jordan Poole... Here's what I think.
Okay.
We think we know how Jordan Poole feels. I think we're really going to know by the extension. Because I think the Warriors want to sign him to an extension. And they're clearly offering Tyler Hero type money.
Wow.
So it's up to Jordan Poole at this point. It's up to Jordan Poole.
Now, would an eyebrow be raised if that day comes and goes?
I'd be surprised.
And we find out, you know what? I'm cool right now.
I'd be surprised at this point.
Okay.
If the Warriors and Jordan Poole didn't come to an agreement on a contract extension. Austin's on the freeway. Hey, Austin, how you doing? What's going on?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Steiny, I'll take that bet from you, though.
Really?
Uh-oh.
About Draymond. Yeah, I'll take that bet. Let's do lunch.
All right, Austin. I take it you won't be on the freeway when he doesn't get offered that contract in a year. But all right, I'll write it. Oh, that's it? So the Golden State Warriors, what are they? Okay, how does it come down? Draymond opts out at the end of the year, and they say, okay, we'll give you the max for 4. No chance. No chance. And that's where it's like
somebody's gone, man.
No chance.
Yeah.
My feeling is this has now made it easy for the Warriors to move off Draymond Green. Everybody thinks that means today or tomorrow. No. But they're going to move off Draymond Green at some point.
So that would be the long play.
I do not believe, what's today, 2022, 23, 24. Draymond Green will not be a Warrior 24, 25. But I think this is his last year with the Warriors also. Let's go to Matty. Matty's in Oakland. Hey, Matt.
What's up?
What's up, y'all? Y'all almost caught me off guard. I swallowed that last fry. But I just wanted to say, Guru, you kind of sound a little soft to me, talking about you couldn't get over this. If you was a player, if you were Jordan Poole, I can't get over this. This is going to be hard. People get into fights all the time in practice, dude. Right. This is what it's all about. You got to get in a little bit of a fight, a little bit of scrub, just to make it work, man. Draymond Green don't need to be suspended. He's a vital part of the team. Put him on the floor, win some games, get over this. Everybody, me and my brother get into fist fights, and we 2 days later, a day later, we back chilling, working together.
Let me ask you this, because you make good points. Steiny brought it up, and I'm riding with them. That wasn't a fight until the world saw you knock me to the ground. See, that's different than a fight. You know, when you put your dukes up, you know what you're getting into. You define that, and you got your own opinion, but that wasn't a fight. You let the world see me get knocked down, and I could do nothing. My teammate did that to me.
If anything, Jordan Poole learned a valuable lesson. Your dukes up, bro. He pushed Draymond first.
Steiny, that's out there.
I can't stand
No, but my wife, it's out there. Ross Tucker said it.
Call me soft till the end of the day.
I'm with you.
Till the end of my life.
Till there's no
That's not the life. That's not the kind of life I want to live.
That wasn't
having
a fight.
to worry about a guy haul off on you.
That wasn't a fight. Now, when
out
prison,
of nowhere,
I'm sure you got to watch your back. Don't drop the soap. But
I must have been doing something right. I'm 58 and I've never been punched in the face.
Close. You almost did.
Actually, I was really little.
No, we did a show. Oh,
who?
I ain't never told nobody. No, there was one time we might have to.
You and me?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. I must have been drunk. I can't even remember.
Oh, no, I don't do stuff like that when I'm. Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
It was a joke. I was running material.
Oh.
It's gonna be like it was a time you didn't know, but I would never touch you.
Oh man, let's go to what are the Warriors doing? When you shove something, shove someone, expect something. Okay.
Now that
so Draymond Green gets to put his hands on Jordan Poole. He gets to put his head right under his chin, onto his chest, come up on him like that. And Jordan Poole's supposed to say, I'm going to walk away.
Let me help you out. Okay. Because Friday, for the people that don't know, all your buddies met us at the cafeteria that you played pickup with. If Jordan Poole would have did that push out at one of the parks that you played at, Steiny, I know it's different, but that push would have warranted, it's going down.
It's going down, but not now you're like.
That's what that caller was alluding to.
I disagree.
All right.
That wasn't a fight.
You're going to push.
I just don't. That wasn't a fight. Let's go to Trucker EQ in Hayward. You in your truck now today, Trucker EQ?
Let's hear something.
Yes, sir.
Let's hear the horn.
But just a quick way to justify Dre's, all the haters that are saying all this stuff. There's a show on YouTube, I think it's called Drink Champs, and they had RIP DMX on there, and he was saying one thing about people. A thief is going to be a thief. A snake is going to be a snake. So you have to understand that Draymond is Draymond. A goon's going to be a goon. And so that's basically how you can look at this and get over it. He hasn't changed. He's been the same thing. If anything, Jordan Poole's going to get a little bit of credibility for knowing that he is our goon and you stood up to him. And, just like a Charles Oakley or some sort of that.
Gotcha.
So, if you don't get disappointed about people, if you know who they are, you know what I'm saying? So everybody who hates on Dre, he's a goon. Don't be disappointed that he did this. Don't be, understand that this is what he does.
He's like the scorpion and the frog.
No, he's Chris A on YouTube taking offense to us people calling Dre a goon. I call him the junkyard dog. Goon is a compliment.
Were you going to say Charles Oakley?
No, that's who.
He ain't no Charles Oakley.
But he's
Draymond Green is no Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley would not punch
he slapped
a
Scottie
small
Pippen.
guard in the face
he slapped
like
Scottie
that.
Pippen. He was playing when Scottie was a rookie, but he's of that, Steiny. That's what he is. Now, has Oakley ever hauled off on a teammate and we just didn't see it? I'm not sure, but that's a compliment to Dre. Oakley.
Here's something
Maurice Lucas, all those dudes. That's what Dre is to me.
I disagree completely.
I was going to say Karl Malone, but I guess I can. But Steiny,
I don't think that's.
You're not as good at maybe at it as him. But you're. What do you call what Dre does? We've talked.
But the point, what I'm getting, here's what I'm getting at is Charles Oakley is a legit tough guy.
Oh, okay, right.
Draymond's not. And he's proven that over his career on and off the court. You're the guy who brought this up, the Tristan Thompson thing. He didn't touch Tristan Thompson.
Yeah.
So until Draymond Green picks on a bigger guy.
All right.
Like, and that's the thing that's going to go on. People say, well, it's over, they can move on.
That did hurt him, yeah.
You guys out there might be like, big deal, not a big deal. Yes, it is a big deal. Every single game the Warriors play, and they're going up against the Clippers. You think Paul George ain't going to be in Draymond's ear? You pick on small guys. You ain't going to pick on me. They're going to go to Jordan Poole, and they're going to say, you're soft. How do you let that guy do it? And they're going to be on the court at the same time, standing next to each other, and they're going to get a guy from an opposing team laughing at him, saying to Jordan Poole in front of Draymond, you let that guy punk you like that? You got no business to be in this league. And here's the last thing. And if you think it's no big deal, I'll tell you, I think you're wrong, and I'll tell you why. Because after 11 years of being in the NBA, Draymond was out-talked. He was out-smack-talked. He was out-trash-talked, and he went physical. So that means you can get him. And the whole league saw that. I mean, Draymond Green is going to hear about gutless going up against Jordan Poole.
Firing on
you
your own
cheap
teammate.
shot? Hey, you got a cheap shot me, Dre?
They've heard
shot?
it all, Steiny.
Cheap shot?
Yeah.
They're going to game after game
I'll give you that.
after game.
Yeah. But that ain't going to throw them off their
And this is the other thing from the five. You don't think Draymond will respond to that? Oh, you can't get Draymond emotional?
No, we've seen it.
Thank you.
But I'm just like, like one ear out the other.
No, that's the point, Goo. He can't do it anymore, or he never could do it. But it's not in one ear and out the other because he couldn't in one ear and out the other with Jordan Poole.
I would be more if I were Poole. If that could get me off my game. If dude's on the sideline, that's why you got, mollywopped. It didn't do nothing.
By the way, if Devontae Adams gets suspended a game, and Draymond doesn't,
oh no,
oh my God. And I'm on the record. Devontae Adams should get no punishment. Zero.
He's been charged.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
And that's a joke. Guy walked right in front of him.
He's about to get a check.
Right in front of him.
He's about to get a check. At least 150.
We'll see. No chance.
Oh, Steiny, he getting up.
I'm not. I would. That's one. Believe it or not, if I'm Devontae Adams, I go to the wall not to give that guy a dime. Not one dime.
You use Devontae. I'm using the KD scrum. How does that, again, that's just me, that's my metric. How does that warrant one game and this none?
That's one for Steve Kerr.
Yep.
Let's go to Joe. Joe's in Twainhart. What's up,
Where's
Joe?
Where's that at?
It's up here. I know where it is. It's near, don't tell me. It's on the way up to Tahoe, right?
Okay.
Foothills?
No, I'm up the way to Sonora, or past Sonora a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you're right, bro. What's up, baby?
Thanks for taking my call. Just real quick, just wanted to mention, not making any excuses for Draymond. What he did was outrageous and uncalled for. However, if this was baseball, if Garrett Cole had punked Mike Trout rushed the mound and threw punches at Garrett Cole, no one would even talk about it. We'd just be like, unwritten rules of baseball. If this was two white hockey players, we'd just be like, oh, they fight in hockey. This is how it is. But because Draymond is a high-profile African-American man, we want to kind of put him in this box as we do as a society. We want to make it a huge deal, and it is. But we got to look at ourselves. Why don't we judge white baseball players who do the same thing in games all the time? Hockey players do it in games all the time. I just feel this is something that definitely is not being talked about. So I'd like to take your guys' comments off there.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was a great analogy.
Well, I'm not going to say it was.
What if Maxi Kleba Luka Doncic punches Maxi Kleber.
Yeah, but
it's a big deal.
His greater point was hockey is allowed in the NHL. Fighting is allowed in the NHL. It always has been, and they broadcast it on SportsCenter and whatnot. Two black dudes get into it in the NBA. It just has, to me, and I'm not saying I don't agree everything he said, but because Dre needs to be called out for what he did. But my point is, Steiny, when there's a fight in the NBA, and I'm not brought malice in the palace. That was different. That warranted that attention. But it jumps off deeper. It's shown to us different, man.
If two NBA players get into a fight,
two black NBA players,
it's probably going to be two black players if they're NBA players.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, to me, the racial thing in basketball, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's like two basketball players got in a fight. Okay, well, it's an 80% African-American league or whatever it is. Yeah, chances are it was probably two black guys. Baseball, it's 30% white, 60% Hispanic. Okay, chances are, it might be, but
the energy is different to me, Steiny.
Then what?
Then what we see in the NHL and what we see when baseball,
but it's
they have a brawl. And if you want to be honest, I don't go to the malice in the palace. I mean, they wanted Steven Jackson in prison. I mean, I know that was ugly and it went up into the fans, and I'm not defending any of that, but there was a major racial element to that. And where the locale, where they were at and how it was covered, I'm just saying.
I'm not trying to dismiss. I don't understand what you're saying, though. Okay, so hockey's primarily white guys.
And it's broadcasted and it's kind of cute when it happens.
But
when guys get into it in the NBA, it's like almost like a prison fight. It's just to me, there's a different theme and energy behind it. It's more, they're vile, they're, animals. It's more of that subliminally than it is, hockey, this is just what they do, it's cute. And I felt that way a long time.
I mean,
I don't expect you to agree. I'm just I don't agree everything that caller said, but the energy behind NBA fights and NHL.
But hasn't fighting been it's ingrained in the hockey culture, kind of? And I think that's one thing. Basketball doesn't want to get violence ingrained in their culture. But hey, I can't speak to that. You're right. Mo in Oklahoma City. Hey, how do you feel about having Draymond Green play power forward? What do you think about Draymond Green for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
What's going on, fellas? First time calling on the show. Love the show.
Thank you. Hey. You in Bricktown?
Near Bricktown. But yeah. Originally from San Leandro, but
okay.
That's another story.
Fair enough.
But I think this is just a slap on the wrist. This little petty little fine they're giving Draymond. All right, I think Jordan Poole needs to watch some Ultimate Fighter, take some notes from Charles Sonnen when he pushed Silva away. Said, "Can't let you get too close. Can't let you get too close." But when he pushed Draymond, he pushed himself away. He didn't move Draymond at all.
Appreciate the call and those Golden State Warriors. They're going to I think they're going to win the UFA this year. I think they're going to win the UFA conference.
I'll give you a 1. I'm listening right here. He gave that.
Let me see what I have. Let me see what I have written down here. Non-Dre stuff. Steph Curry is the culture. He's proven it once again. Jordan Poole's got a contract in front of him. We'll see if he signs it. And James Wiseman's going to be okay, ladies and gentlemen. I like what I'm seeing there. I'm seeing growth. I'm taking Wiseman this year. You don't have him.
No, please. I've been his advocate since day one.
Right, but you've been his advocate never seeing him play.
He played 37 games.
Not last year.
Well, the year
talked
before.
but you didn't like him the year before.
I kept throwing his number 12 and 6.
I'll take Wiseman.
No, please. Too much front running from you. The Phillies, the Eagles.
By the way,
he was like, "What are you talking about?"
How long have I been saying?
Oh, stop!
How good Bryce Harper is.
Dude, just stop.
And Nick Castellanos. Is that how you say it?
Dude, I will say, Steiny was a big fan of Bryce Harper's chain that he wore to the game earlier today.
You could really do some improv, man. Like, you're running material.
What are you talking about?
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Kyle Schwarber?
I didn't ask you to, you have nothing to prove.
Aaron Nola?
Just The way you just double back, like, yeah, baby.
Hey, you know what? See, that's the thing. This is that's what I can't stand. You know what? Because I'm not. Okay, we got Shasky in here and Willard in here and Loveman and the Giants, every day Giants. Just because I don't come in every day and go, Phillies in your face.
Why are you licking your tongue?
Finally, you know what? I liked them all year.
Yeah.
There's no bigger fan of the Philadelphia Phillies and Eagles right now, as long as they're undefeated.
Well, let me ask you, because the people, I didn't tell you this.
Like
I've been keeping it from you. Where's your Hawks gear? Street's been talking. Like, did you break up or divorce them?
I've made this official.
You ain't going Damon Bruce on us with the Bears.
No, it's the T-Wolves. I switched teams. I'm a T-Wolves guy now.
My face and head is on your body.
What?
You can't do that.
Why not? I can't root for a team where the head coach went to my college.
So that's
I can't root for a team.
I've never heard
that's
that.
a buddy of mine's the head coach.
Right.
That's
but what
crazy.
about Atlanta? What happened there?
I have them on ice right now. I'm
exactly.
Atlanta's on ice right now.
Oh, my boy's laughing, Steiny.
Who?
Every Reg B.
Relaford?
Ronti. June. Everybody.
Yeah, you know why? Because they're all trying to get onto your Mount Rushmore, and they know. They absolutely know that two guys getting eliminated.
But when you drive home today, will you say, you know what, Goo really matured, man? I mean,
probably not.
He really shocked me because
it's not maturing.
It's a vile act what Draymond did. I'm on record as saying I couldn't get past it. Caller just called me out. But if the Warriors are going to do it, if they're going to move on, I think we all got to follow.
Here's the one problem with the Xfinity mobile text line. Somebody's like, that was lame, Steiny. Which part? What?
The whole part where you're trading in the teams.
What do you mean?
Because the real ones stay through thick and thin.
That's right.
You know that about me. It ain't nothing you can do.
I was a Philadelphia. I grew up outside of Philadelphia, so I was a Philadelphia Phillies fan.
What happened?
I still like. What do you mean? What happened? They're my team.
I've never heard you claim a team.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
how about my Eagles?
This is Steiny Unplugged.
49ers better watch out.
Oh my God,
because my Eagles are rolling.
See, you make me not like because I know this is material.
What are you talking about?
I would not like that.
It's
guy
like
yeah.
There's this singer I like. His name's Anders Osborne. He's got a great line where he's like, I'm hanging out with my new best friend who's got a pool.
See, that's great.
It's kind of me.
That's like Richard Pryor.
As long as the Eagles are undefeated, I like them. As long as the Phillies are in it, baby.
He said he grew up and there was a lot of gangs, and whichever gang was winning, he was in that gang.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's pretty good.
Oh, boy. Draymond Green.
Free. I'll be back Thursday. Play Friday.
Oh,
Denver.
you mean free as in?
FRE, free to people.
Hey, it's Leroy from Oakland on the Xfinity mobile text line. Draymond Green felt like he was responsible for Jordan Poole's success, just like, that's a lot. Why don't you call him?
That's interesting. Yeah, call
Let's call in. I can't.
He called the morning show.
Don't call in then.
Oh, well, he told me. We're all family, Steiny.
Grow up. Actually, that's not true.
Dude, you took a lot of heat when I ran down the teammate thing. I won't bring it up. It was last week. I think it was Thursday.
It was a couple days ago.
Yeah, but
what?
A lot of people didn't like you.
When I was saying who's your Mount Rushmore?
No. When we were talking about the team here, and I went over the roster of our comrades here.
Okay.
And you were like, they're not my teammates. Something to that extent. You remember that?
Well, like who?
Everybody. The perplexed look you have, I'm throwing you off.
Yeah, you definitely are.
Yeah. Just
what?
We're a team here. Everybody.
Nice job, Goo.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's the
Yeah. Just like Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. We get along great. All right, 888-957-9570 is the number to call. Also, the Xfinity mobile text line. I'm going to open it up for everybody. Oh, 91.
You better be careful. Tomorrow, the Warriors rookies are live in studio with Damon and Ratto.
Nice dunk put back there by Ryan Rollins, the sophomore out of Toledo.
Tomorrow, Patrick Baldwin Jr. and Ryan Rollins are hanging out with Damon and Ratto live in studio.
Baldwin Jr., and just like he did Friday night, first time he touched the ball, he shot it and made it.
On the home of the NBA champions, 95.7, The Game.
Are you thinking about getting a new TV this week at prime prices? Maybe a Samsung, LG, or a Sony? Before you click, you should check out Video Only, because they've got below prime deals. That's right, top-rated TVs at better than online prices. Curbside pickup or home delivery are available. Don't click before you call Video Only, because if you do, you'll be sorry.
This is your time to cash in at Cash Creek Casino Resort. To rock and to roll. Over the hills and bluffs. Go all out or go all in. With 4 stars and rising stars. Now we do more than ever, so you can do as much or as little as you want. It's your time to cash in at Cash Creek Casino Resort.
If you owe back taxes to the IRS, have unfiled returns, or are worried about an audit, the IRS is hiring 87,000 new agents to address these very issues. That means if you need to get your tax problems resolved, now is the time to get started. I'm tax attorney Robert Goldstein, and my firm specializes in helping individuals and small businesses resolve their tax problems. We work to stop IRS and state seizures. We may be able to settle your tax debt for pennies on the dollar with an offer in compromise. We prepare your past due returns, even if you have no records, and represent you before the IRS and state in an audit. At the law offices of Robert Goldstein, the consultation is always free, and we have offices located throughout the Bay Area. To schedule your free consultation, call 1-888-TAX-EXIT. That's 888-TAXEXIT. 888-TAX-EXIT, and make us your last stop.
Now it's time for the closer of the week. Presented by LiftMaster and RNS Doors. Turn your garage into the envy of the neighborhood. Visit rnsdoors.com.
The closer of the week is Tevin Coleman, who scored a touchdown on the ground and one in the air.
Spilling in, Tevin Coleman, the veteran. He's back with the Niners, and he's back in the end zone.
Recently, my garage door opener was not working. I was in need of a closer. I was put in touch with RNS Doors, and they hooked me up with a brand new garage door opener from LiftMaster. With LiftMaster's MyQ connectivity, my garage door opener can be controlled right from my smartphone. You'll know when a door or gate has been left open and can close it with a tap, no matter where I am. Be one of the first 10 callers and receive 20% off a LiftMaster garage door opener when you purchase a premium garage door.
Call 1-800-FIX-A-DOOR. That's 800-FIX-A-DOOR. Or visit rsdoors.com. R&S Doors. Look for the red truck.
Fremont Bank. If there's one thing we understand more than anybody, it's that it takes a local bank to really get the needs of local businesses. And more than anything, local businesses need access. Access to a knowledgeable banker and access to a full suite of business services. Can't come to the bank? We'll come to you. Our devotion to our clients ensures your business never misses a beat. That's why Fremont Bank remains the right choice for local and family-owned businesses. Learn more at fremontbank.com. Member FDIC.
When people have a craving to explore new and traditional Asian cuisines, they head to P.F. Chang's, where scratch-made dishes come from the 2,000-year-old tradition of wok cooking. P.F. Chang's wanted to explore new possibilities for their website. They turned to AmericanEagle.com. AmericanEagle.com re-architected P.F. Chang's website, integrating multiple third-party systems to create a unified digital experience. The results? Improved page speed and performance, personalized content based on users' location, intuitive online ordering, an increase in organic search visibility, and a 40% increase in new users. For scratch-made Asian cuisine, visit your local P.F. Chang's or go to pfchangs.com for website design, development, digital marketing, and hosting that produce efficiency, revenue, and results. Visit AmericanEagle.com. P.F. Chang's and AmericanEagle.com. Another example of the best businesses in the world, turning to the best in the business for websites. Go to AmericanEagle.com or call 877-WEB-NOW1. That's 877-WEB-NOW1.
What's your retirement look like? With Fidelity Income Planning, a dedicated advisor can help you create a flexible income strategy to grow and protect your wealth so you can stop worrying about the future and enjoy whatever comes next. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services member NYSE SIPC.
The annual Harmony Walk to End Hunger and Homelessness in Richmond is October 22nd. Register at gripcares.org. Hear local music, take your kids to the bounce house, and make a difference together. Register now at gripcares.org.
Gorgeous gaming, stunning streams, unbelievable bandwidth. It's another Lifestyles of Gagillionaires. Meet the AT&T Fiber customers winning at life with hyper gig speeds. Meet Gagillionaire Terry. While his love of streaming horror movies has him constantly on the edge of his seat, his internet bill won't give him a scare.
Oh, don't go in there. I'm telling you.
Because since Terry upgraded to AT&T Fiber with hyper gig speeds, he doesn't worry about data caps or equipment fees.
Come on, man. The door's open for a reason.
And best yet, he also doesn't stress about a price increase at 12 months, because with the amazing Gagillionaire lifestyle comes an exquisite sense of tranquility. Most of the time. Live like a Gagillionaire. Get straightforward pricing with AT&T Fiber. Internet that upgrades everything. No data caps, no equipment fees, and no price increase at 12 months.
Limited availability in select areas. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMC FM at HD1 San Francisco. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Steiny Guru with you.
Now, back to Steiny and Guru on 95.7 The Game.
Yeah, that's what I said. Steiny Guru with you. What's your problem?
What problem laughing?
Why are you laughing at me?
He jumped in a little early. That was great.
Matt Simon, Sally Guru Johnson, which I just said already. Here's what people caught what I heard what I said about a half hour ago, and I'll expand on it. And yeah, you can get on me because, no, you're right. I didn't think the Warriors were going to win it last year. Heading into this season, I felt like can you listen to something for me?
I would love to.
This is Steph Curry. Just take a listen. This is from a couple days ago. And this is the greatest face of a franchise any team has ever had. And you can take that to the bank from Matt Steinmetz. So here's my good friend, Steph Curry.
I don't want to overcomplicate it because it's still fresh and new. And like to your point, the question around how was practice today, even just how we talked about it, and try to get on the same page with how we're addressing it, but also know we have work to do. Like all those things are pretty fluid, and we just try to address it the best way we can. But I know between me and Dre, between Dre and the rest of the team, like all those personal, relationships and the communication lines, like it starts with honesty and openness. And, we've been together for so long. I think we know how to have those conversations.
All right. What Curry was referring to there was the stuff that the Warriors have going on. And he mentioned contracts. And he mentioned young players trying to make a name for themselves. And he mentioned trying to balance that and win a title. And my overarching feeling on the Warriors is for them to win it this year, they're going to have to overcome a bunch of stuff that I think is not easy to overcome.
Okay.
I think this thing's coming to an end, obviously. I think this is the last year of the big three. I think Draymond will opt out. Might he have another year after this? Maybe. But I don't think Draymond's long for here. And so I just look at this team, and I'm like, well, Poole wants to get paid. Draymond wants to get paid. Wiggins is due to get paid. Clay's going to want to get paid. And we've got young players who want playing time, but who are going to be asked to win. This has got some last dance feel to it. Now, they won it last year, the Bulls. They overcame a lot. But it feels like this is what ends dynasties, period.
Yeah.
Age, contracts, infighting. That's what ends it.
Well, you know what? Hey, I'm not mad at you, but I'm thinking like as long as Steph Curry is here, does that mean the dynasty is intact? Let's just say Draymond left and they won a title.
Okay.
That would still justify the dynasty still going, right?
I would never say that they have no chance.
Because one of the guys leaves. Does it?
Of course.
Okay.
Well, Durant left.
Yeah, no doubt. But they got one before him.
If Draymond leaves and the Warriors win it without him,
it's still.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Of course.
Which I think.
Question is, can the Warriors win it without Draymond Green? And is this the year to try to find out?
Now, in 2016, I'd say hell no. But I know I watched the finals where Game 4, they sat him out a little longer than I won't even call it a benching. But we saw what it was. And, he got his footing underneath him. But, damn, they got some ultra talent. And now Wiseman, again, it's not a regular season game, Steiny. I know I'm excited.
No.
Just watching them.
No.
Yeah, I know. But,
You're out.
man, wouldn't this just be like the Warriors for him to come in and just go ham and give them everything that, like Trey Lance was supposed to be, that he would be? James Wiseman giving you that big that they haven't, and he's better than McGee. McGee gave you, he could catch the oop, but I'm talking about, dude, Steiny, look at
Trey
this
Lance
dude.
ain't no James Wiseman yet.
Okay, I ain't mad at that.
I'm worried about Trey Lance, but we can talk about him later. That's for sure. Let's go. Oh, yes.
We got Leroy
Priest.
Okay, our guy.
Priest in Palo Alto. What's going on, Priest?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey,
talk to us.
Thanks for taking my call. But I'm listening to this since the incident happened, and listen, in any family, organization, or whatever you're doing, and at a high level with all this pressure, you're going to have incidents. You're going to have difficulties, mountains you have to climb, things you got to go through to get to where you're going. This is just one of them, man. And so nothing lasts forever. So there is going to be an end of Steph, Clay, and Dre. There was going to all of that. The end is imminent. All I'm saying is, when you look at the way that this organization dynasty has been put together, there's nothing ever that I've seen that's like it. The only thing that I can think of might be the Celtics of the 60s, how they transitioned from Cousy to Russ.
Hey, Priest, can I ask you a question?
I am telling you, Poole, and Kuminga are the extension. And
hey, Priest, I want to ask you a question. Do you mind? Is he gone or there?
No, he's still there.
Oh, shoot, he's gone. I wanted to ask him to compare Curry and Bill Russell as leaders, because that's the one name I have heard in terms of face of a franchise. Bill Russell. I obviously saw very, very little. I didn't see any of Russell.
Right. But what made you go there? Because they won 11 titles?
Well, because when I said he's the greatest face of a franchise, a bunch of people put other guys up, and I shot them all down.
Yeah.
But Bill Russell, maybe. Like when people say, well, Michael Jordan, hit the pike. Michael Jordan isn't even close to the kind of man Steph Curry is. I'm talking about face of a franchise, the combination of playing ability and greatness and leadership. There's nobody that can touch Steph Curry. I'm sorry.
But I got to back
Michael
up to
Jordan does not have the character that Steph Curry had.
But
neither did Bird.
Okay.
Neither did Magic. Neither does LeBron.
But in the meantime, I'm going Magic, and then I'm going Michael, Steiny. In real time, Michael was it. There's no we can say now there were things that we didn't see.
That's what.
Michael
that's
was
my point.
perfect.
No, he wasn't. He's far less perfect than Steph Curry.
But when did you find? We didn't find that out during his run. He was perfect.
Who's a better guy, Steph Curry or Michael Jordan?
There's not. It's
well,
not
that's part of being a leader.
But I get that. But what I'm telling you,
what are you disagreeing with?
In real time, Michael was Steph.
Right, but he
retired
Steph's
before
overcome
all
him.
his stuff came out the closet.
Right,
he had a divorce,
but Steve Kerr knew it. Steve Kerr knew Michael Jordan was an ass. Scottie Pippen knew he was a jerk.
But the world, this dude.
So what?
Yeah, this dude.
That's why I'm saying Steph Curry's the greatest.
And I'm signing off on that. But I'm just saying Michael didn't slip up publicly where.
You mean with the gambling?
Yeah, well, that was people
Does that
laughed
slip
and
up?
snickered. They hid that. And they probably hid a whole hell of a lot of other stuff. But to me, Michael was perfect. But now I know he wasn't. Steph is perfect, and he's perfect. If that makes any sense. Michael.
I would never put Michael Jordan in the same category as Steph Curry in terms of leadership. I wouldn't. Jordan ruled out of fear. Flat out
fear. Well, he hit Kerr, and we're coming down
didn't just hit
road.
Curry.
They got in a fight, though, Stoney.
Jordan was a bully, too.
Yeah. Oh, there's no
All
doubt.
right? And so, to me, I'd rather have a non-bully face of a franchise than a bully face of a franchise, and that's why I think Steph Curry is hands down.
I'm thinking that's interesting. A non-bully face of a franchise. Tom Brady's a bully, right?
Well, Tom Brady's got like Deflategate. People think Tom Brady cheated.
No, I
mean,
hear
every
you.
single play.
Yeah.
Larry Bird, he's got a daughter out of wedlock. He's disowned.
I got you.
You know, Magic with the womanizing.
Yeah. What about Derek Jeter? And we kind of went down this road. He would be up there.
I get the sense Derek Jeter is not as real as people think he is. Like I get the sense he's a little like Phil Mickelson used to be, where everyone's like, Phil's cool.
But during his run, did you feel that way? See, that's how I have a hard time. Steiny, when Jeter was a god and still is.
Steph's a better player than Jeter. Is Derek Jeter one of the top 10 players in baseball?
No,
ever.
But he's a top 10 Yankee.
He wasn't even the best player on his team.
It don't matter. He's a god.
But that does matter.
And he's a
That's my point. That goes into what I'm saying about a face of a franchise. The combination of talent, how great you are, and leadership. And Steph Curry comparably is a better basketball player than Jeter was a baseball player. Because most people would say Steph Curry's a top 10, 15 player of all time.
Right. Well, I'm one of them.
Well, Derek Jeter wasn't. Derek Jeter's what, 50th best baseball player ever? 25th? Let's go to. You can disagree with me.
I do. I'm just.
Okay, find somebody.
No, and KD coming to town helped Curry get those two. But we were talking about it. He wasn't far in a way the best player on the team.
Who?
Steph Curry. When Durant was here and Durant was getting the finals MVPs. I'm not taking away.
What are you picking apart here? I don't get it.
You going at Jeter saying he wasn't the best. Jeter was the man, dude.
Steph Curry comparably is a better basketball player than Jeter was a baseball player.
2 seconds ago, I said you're right.
Okay.
But that doesn't negate what Jeter was in New York. And
of course
in
not.
baseball, he was a god. He
Great.
still is.
Dynamite.
They did a 10-part series on him.
Super.
He's a god.
Super.
So that's why I get
And Curry was better.
But don't sell Jeter.
I'm not
and
selling
what
him
he meant,
short.
What
He's
he was
second.
He's
behind Curry.
All right. I'm not mad at that, but I'm just Jeter, man. He's a god.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Ain't
saying.
no Steph Curry.
Yeah. I'm with that.
Let's go. We got time. Let's go to Robin. Robin's in the city. What's up, Robin?
Hi, you guys. Oh, my God, there's so much. I've been on hold. Thank you for taking my call because I'm off today. Listen, first of all, you said he was a bully and something else you called it. Actually, what he is, Steinmetz, is a wankster. And Guru, if you don't know what that is, Guru does.
I'll educate him.
And
Thank you.
And then I'll play that song when I get off the air in tribute to him being a wankster. He knows who to mess with, who to bully. I heard he got in with David West and he didn't do anything. Tristan Thompson punched him in the offseason during their run. He didn't do anything. And also, for all these people who are calling in, you can rationalize anything, okay? That's called cognitive dissonance. The fact of the matter is, Guru, if you're on the basketball court and somebody is selling you wolf tickets and walking up on you, okay? The hell with the punch. I taught my kids, strike him, knock him down. Don't give nobody no opportunity to walk up on you. But see, they're not in the playground. They're in the gym. No, Draymond's problem is that he's compulsive. He doesn't think about the consequences. But my grandmama used to say, when you know better, you ought to do better, okay? The last thing I want to say is this. Draymond Green said that he supported him, Poole, when he was in the G League,
right.
And he got love for him and all that. I believed him. I believe him. But here's the thing, and this is pure speculation on my part. You can say this, and you guys tell me if you've experienced this in your personal life. The dynamics of a relationship can change. You understand?
Sure.
And a person may not need your support anymore. So guess what? I think a little jealousy creeped in on Draymond's part, okay? Peace out, you guys.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
You know what's interesting?
By the way, Tim Duncan, great name. I actually think Curry's a better leader than Duncan was, but I think he belongs. Somebody saying Mays and Clemente, I use the phrase in my lifetime. So I can't, that's why I asked about Bill Russell.
And you
I
said
don't know
not
about Bill
boisterous.
Russell.
You said silent ones. Like
No,
Steph.
all time.
Yeah.
You don't have to be silent. Steph's not silent.
Well,
I don't ever remember the San Antonio Spurs putting Tim Duncan out when crap was going on or when they needed us. That was always Greg Popovich. So,
well, I was just getting to the point of the best thing Robin was on fire, but the best thing Draymond has done has earned the trust of Steph Curry, where it basically helped him in this instance not get suspended. Because you said they brought him. If Curry would have been like, man, we got to get this dude out of here behind court, he would have been on the first thing smoking. If he needs 20 games, he would be suspended 20 games, Donnie. So Curry knows the real Draymond Green and the Draymond Green at his core, and that's why he keeps riding for him. And he rode for him in this instance. And why? If you're going to come out the way you did to start the show, and I'm not saying you're wrong, or anybody out there calling Steph the leader, and he made this happen, he's the one that allowed. And you say he doesn't dish punishment, but he can make recommendations. What do you think? And obviously,
I think that's overblown. I've told you that. I think it's a myth that people think that Steph Curry would sell his soul to advocate for Draymond Green. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm not saying Steph Curry might not support Draymond Green, but
then what did he lead? You said just by getting the guys in the room together. See, yes. I'm thinking that's part of it. Oh, he did that. That's the easy part. I'm talking about management. Like, what should we do here? And
I'm sure he was in on that.
He had to be an advocate for Draymond.
I'm sure he was, but what I'm saying is the people who say Draymond would never sign off on Curry would never sign off on Draymond getting traded. I completely disagree with that.
Wow.
Completely disagree. And I'll tell you why. Because Steph's got more pride than that, and the people that say that don't understand what a competitor Curry is. Because when you're saying, oh, Steph, he would advocate for that means that somewhere deep down in Steph's gut, he thinks he needs Draymond. Steph Curry doesn't need Draymond Green. He doesn't need him. So stop insinuating that Steph will advocate for Draymond till the end of the day because he won't be as good without him. BS.
Well, all I've been hearing is Steph wins no titles without Draymond. And we got into a fight, you and I, years ago about, hey, Steph is so great. I understand the greatness of Draymond Green and the effect he has on Steph Curry, but I just would not sign up that Steph has no titles if there was no Draymond.
I wouldn't. Did I say that?
No, well, it might not have been you, but yeah, get out of here with that. This boy has revolutionized the game. I'm talking about Curry, please. Yeah, and I understand what Dre brings to the table, but don't tell me Steph would have been left ringless without no Draymond Green.
Somebody said LeBron James. You know what?
That's a great one.
Well, it's close. But we all know LeBron's far more political than Steph Curry. He's more meddlesome in a front office. He's more polarizing than Steph Curry. Now he's
the front office. You got me at the front office.
Impeccable off the court. Magic Johnson, please.
I threw him out there though.
Please, come on.
Well, I kind of want to say at the end,
he was a womanizer.
So was Derek Jeter.
And exactly. Well, Jeter was single his whole career, so that's not. But my point is that, yeah, I mean, does it matter that Magic Johnson? Yeah, I do. I think that's character to me is a big part of leadership. Curry's got more character than any of those guys. Let's go to Big Dave. Big Dave's in the San Leandro area. Hey, Big Dave. Mm-hmm.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, for sure. Thanks for taking my call. I've been listening to 95.7 The Game for a long time, but throughout this entire situation before the video was released. And first thought that comes to mind is all these fans calling in saying Draymond has to go. A lot of fans that I've heard multiple times calling great guys, but saying Draymond has to go. I don't know. To me, very short-sighted. Short-sighted in terms of maybe they weren't fans back when we didn't even make the playoffs for 10 years straight, plus, or maybe short-sighted in terms of what happens to the Warriors if they win another championship, two more championships. What happens to the Warriors' legacy? The Warriors need Draymond Green. I'm not excusing his behavior. It was ridiculous, sucker punching like that, right? But people want to call him a bully. We don't even have the whole video. We don't even know what Jordan Poole is saying to him. I don't think he's a bully. I definitely agree that he's a junkyard dog. So, but let me just also say that he will not be coming back without Jordan Poole's blessing. So everyone just want to cry, oh, he should be suspended, and oh, my Lord, everything is Draymond Green's not getting disciplined enough. You're trying to tell me he's not going to losing some money out of all this? And on top of that, he's definitely on a shorter string now, right? Like, come on.
You would think.
He's not going to be able to get away with this again. You would think. But at the end of the day, I think he's already felt the hit, and the Warriors need him, and Jordan Poole understands that they need him too. And I think Jordan Poole's smart enough because he's going to get the bag. And on top of that, he's going to get more endorsements if he's on a winning team. Because you trade Draymond Green, who are you going to get? Right? Bam Adebayo already came out and said that there's only 3 players in the NBA who can guard 1 through 5. Him, Draymond Green, and the Greek Freak. So everyone wants to hate on Draymond Green. It's like every single time something happens with Draymond Green, you get all these fans just piling on. I'm sorry, but I remember the days before.
All right. So, Big Dave, thanks for the call.
Yeah. Big D was, he was riding.
I mean, look, and Big Dave made it clear that it's because of how good Draymond is. That's why he didn't get suspended. Patrick Baldwin Jr. would have done that. He's suspended.
But behind closed doors, they still like him, though, Steiny.
Who?
The man, Draymond Green. It ain't just a ball player. They like him. And I'm going to take offense to something he said. I now know there is no string. If you can get past this with no suspension, you ain't nothing coming your way for nothing you do moving forward. Now you would think nothing will happen again, but there is no string, Steiny. You had the Durant thing, a leash. There is none.
So you believe the Warriors said this is it?
No, there is.
Oh, the opposite.
The opposite. I'm like,
okay. Super Villain disagrees with you. What's up, Super V? Talk to me.
Hey guys. Yeah, man. Matt, I just have to say that I know you love Larry Bird, and for all the listeners out there, if anybody ever thinks that Larry Bird never got into a fist fight in practice, or Xavier McDaniel, or any of those kind of players that ran hot, you're kidding yourself. This happens a lot, and it probably isn't as nearly as uncommon as everybody makes it out to be. The difference is this one was on film, and I'm sure I'm going to speculate that the reason that they did not suspend Draymond is because they need him in the fold as not a malcontent or a troublemaker, but somebody who's going to come in and be ready to roll. And so they probably just told Jordan Poole, hey, man, you have a chance to get the bag. Don't mess this up. Just be a professional. And Draymond, it's going to hurt him when they come to negotiate and say, hey, your game is slipping, and you're not the locker room presence that we touted you to be. Furthermore, just 2 more real quick things. The whole idea of ethics and morals in professional sports and entertainment business, get that out of your mind. It's all fake. That was nothing. Warriors culture is just a slogan for marketing, like it's a good time out. And all of that stuff is out the window. If a guy can play and he can help you win,
no doubt,
get him on the court no matter what.
Thanks, Super Villain. Appreciate it. There it was. Get him on the court no matter what. He's too valuable.
So it's like the dude that shows up to the regular job late, but he's like the best at his job.
Best salesman?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I've seen it. But
they should be able to.
They call that the Jordan rules, right? Remember? You can get away with what
Why
you want.
does a salesman need to be in the office if he's really good?
Oh, now you're preaching to dude. You talking my language now. People hate. That's all. Dude closing deals before 8:30, before he pulls up in the parking lot.
So were you like Al Pacino and Glenn Ross?
Oh, man, Steiny, it was incredible. I have no sources. We don't got time. I can tell you the greatest story ever. So I work with some people that came from wealthy backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
And Jerry Jaspowitz, he was older,
sure,
but he was the top salesman. So they had this dude, Chris Henderson. He was from like El Dorado Hills, young, came in and was about to break his appointment record of setting appointments, and everybody was gathered around. So Jerry was about to get knocked off. I saw a grown man in his 40s go under the desk and rip the power cord out to the phone while Chris was closing the deal. So Chris goes, who did that? And Jerry was so sick and jealous of what he was about to do. Steiny, they came to blows.
Blows?
The office went crazy. But if I could make a movie, I would do a spoof of that. The man went and took the cord to the phone out so he wouldn't get his glory. And then here goes little rich kid, threw one at him, and they wrestled. Dude, I sat there like, boy, I know people can't get the last 30 seconds back, but it's just incredible.
Nice job, Goo.
Yeah, I appreciate
there you go.
it.
Good story, I guess.
Office politics.
All right. We got a half hour left, and then we're turning it over to Damon Bruce and John Dickinson It's all sponsored by Caltrans Stormwater.
Opening night is less than a week away.
Poole fakes and fires to half court on the way. He got it! He hit it from half court! Poole walks away and says, yes, sir! I got this!
Hear every three.
Curry takes a three. It's up and good!
Every splash.
Flash for three for Clay.
And every moment.
No good. Jammed home by Wiggins!
The home of the champs. 95-7 the game.
We see a lot of trash on our highways and in our waterways. This isn't what we want. Clean highways, clean water. Now that is what we want. You can help change this to that. Learn how at cleanwaterca.com from the Caltrans Stormwater Program.
Are you thinking about getting a new TV this week at prime prices? Maybe a Samsung, LG, or a Sony? Before you click, you should check out Video Only, because they've got below prime deals. That's right. Top-rated TVs at better than online prices. Curbside pickup or home delivery are available. Don't click before you call Video Only, because if you do, you'll be sorry.
Everything, our farm, our stand, our pop-up shop, it really all started when we discovered the benefits of local, raw honey for our family.
And then we decided to turn it into a business.
We were looking for something to help us get up and running.
So we got the Chase Business Complete Banking Account.
It's more than a bank account. It comes with Quick Accept, which lets us take card payments anytime, anywhere in the U.S. using the Chase mobile app. Plus, we get same-day deposits at no extra cost. For us, it's more than honey. It's about sharing a little sweetness with the world.
Get the Chase Business Complete Banking Account with the essentials you need to help get your business going. Learn more at chase.com/business-complete-banking. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Quick Accept is not available in U.S. territories. Enrollment required. Usage subject to approval. Same-day deposits available for payments before 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday to Friday. Fees and rates apply for checking and processing. Limitations and restrictions apply. Participants compensated. Merchant services provided by Payment Tech LLC and WePay Inc. Subsidiaries of J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC.
Do you think all premium fuels are the same? Well, your engine doesn't. Shell V-Power Nitro Plus helps keep your engine running like new, because it's engineered to defend against 4 main engine threats: gunk, wear, corrosion, and friction. So next time, choose Shell's most advanced fuel ever. It's fuel for thought. In engines that continuously use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to getrefunds.com/sports, click on Qualify Me, and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to getrefunds.com/sports. That's getrefunds.com/sports.
Doors and loading dock equipment are a crucial part of your business, and one you probably don't think much about until they break. A broken door or dock leveler can be a real security threat, along with disturbing the flow of goods in your business. Luckily, RNS is here for all your commercial door, dock, and gate needs. From overhead doors and security shutters to fire-rated and personal doors, RNS can provide your business with safety and security. Call 800-FIX-A-DOOR to schedule a free estimate or visit rsdoors.com. RNS Doors. Look for the red truck.
Don't waste your time trying to sell your old car. Donate it to Cars for Kids. It's the easiest and fastest way to donate your car and get a tax deduction. Donate online at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try Babbel for free. That's Babbel.com.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required. Refund available for 60 days after purchase.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. You'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. Results are guaranteed or your money back. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's 4hims.com/joy for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
Mostly cloudy with a high of 61 degrees in San Francisco today.
Weather brought to you by one thing. Install a low-flow shower head and keep water off when brushing teeth or shaving to save water every day. Join Odyssey, and together each of us doing one thing makes a greener tomorrow.
Now, back to Steiny and Guru on 95.7 The Game.
By the way,
I got something for you.
You always do. I'm going to go first for once.
Ricky Henderson. He let off. Go ahead.
I forgot what I was going to say. I don't usually go after people personally, but I think I may go after Stephen A. Smith. Because he came down the road frankly, one of my heroes.
You better be careful.
I couldn't even
We
believe
did a
it.
whole show on how
no doubt
great of a person Kevon Looney is. He'd fix your flat tire.
Wow.
He'd lend you money if you need it. And here's what Stephen A. had to say about Kevon Looney. Hey, Dub Nation.
I've never heard this.
It fired up.
I had a problem with Kevon Looney in his press conference talking about he has to earn our trust. What the hell you mean ours? He didn't hit you. He hit Jordan Poole. That's the dude that should have a problem with Draymond. And if he has a problem with Draymond for the rest of his life, nobody can blame him because you don't do that. And the fact that you did that, that's a problem. But that's Jordan Poole's problem. Kevon Looney saying we should be trusted is an issue. I had some issue with what Andre Iguodala and the way he was acting about it or whatever. He hit you, okay? Now, Jordan Poole is not a child. Draymond was wrong. He should have been suspended. And obviously it's a distraction to the team, so you want to apologize from that standpoint. But to go out there publicly like that, like he hit you, I got a problem. Now, Steve Kerr's the leader, that's different. Bob Myers, the GM, that's different. Joe Lacob's the owner, that's different. I got that. But I'm talking about players. You know better.
Dude, he's getting killed on YouTube.
Eddie Johnson, former Phoenix Sun, who has a show on Sirius XM, he got to Stephen A. and he said, you couldn't be more wrong.
Yep.
He does have to win back the trust of his other teammates. And I get that.
Because Stephen was dismissing Curry in this. It's a team problem.
Yes, I get it. Draymond Green didn't hit Kevon Looney, but what if Kevon Looney's like, I'm done with this guy. I'm sick of having to answer to him.
And you don't know if other players are feeling that way. Maybe they don't got the weight to buck up. No doubt, Steiny. I would be feeling some type of way if he can let you back. I'd be looking at this.
Do you think it's fair for me to say to Stephen A. Smith, you better be careful?
No, you can.
Okay.
Now ask me what I was going to get to you before you go to the phone.
Yeah.
Jeter got 5.
Five
and if
what?
rings. And if Steph was here, I said, Steph, you or Jeter. He'd probably be like, Goo, I ain't even mad who you pick. I'm just saying he was basically he was perfect. And he's a god in the NY.
He's not the lead. He's not a better face of a franchise than Curry.
He's up there is what I'm saying.
He's not Steph Curry.
I don't want to sound like I'm taking anything from Steph. I'm just saying he's up there with them.
He's up there right below
He's at
him.
the table. I'm not gonna
He's at the table, but he don't sit at the head of the table.
Okay, well.
In fact, he's down at the end. I got Curry up there with Tim Duncan.
Jordan.
I'll put Wayne Gretzky up there a little bit. Mm-hmm.
What about Jordan?
Jordan's sitting at the end. Jordan's not invited to any table that has
you're a
leaders.
Bird fan. God,
Bird
I
ain't
hate
there either, Chief.
Yeah, don't be prejudiced.
I'm not gonna be here.
Prejudice against who? Bird's white, Jordan's black.
No, I'm just. He's the GOAT.
Let's go to Bob.
Be like Mike.
Bob actually has a different perspective.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Bob?
Hey, guys. Hey, I'm a first-time caller, but I listen to you guys quite often.
Thank you.
On this Draymond Green thing, I'm thinking that other teams may be able to use this thing in the playoffs or even in regular season games,
definitely.
Draymond can fly off the helm. They might get in his face and go, hey, you going to punch me like you punch your teammate, or, they can manufacture all types of phrases relating to this thing and get him thrown out of the game or, that type of thing. That's what I was thinking.
You know what, Bob?
What do you think?
I agree. I mentioned that earlier, and I know a lot of people, Bob, I'm going to be honest, a lot of people will roll their eyes, but I do think there's something there. I also think there's something there that opponents know now. Somebody got to Draymond. If somebody got to Draymond, they can get to Draymond. Because Draymond is like Rodman.
Yeah.
He wins all those individual on-court trash-talking, technical foul, physicality matchups.
Yeah.
He always wins
ruined
them.
Blake Griffin. But I'm just, what you two are saying, I sign off on. But I just feel like Dre is not the type that you can get him like that.
What do you
see?
That's the most
from another team. I just don't.
Goo.
So what would that look like?
It'll look exactly like it looked when he punched Jordan Poole in the face. So wait a minute. So
I'm asking, like,
1 week ago.
Hey, how do we stop the war? Go ahead.
Draymond Green is trash talking with the guy, loses it, punches Jordan Poole in the face. But you don't think that'll ever happen again? To me, it's like now the floodgates open.
No, but to you, this is where we differ. You're looking at that incident. The trash talking is what started it. Something else was going on with Dre or something else in his mind. It wasn't what was said right there to me. That was, I'm going to hit this dude. He probably knew he was going to hit him. So I don't believe it started. And you said it. I don't believe it was, I'm going to trash talk this dude. He's beat me at my own game. I'm going to fire on him. Nah, something heavier was going on. And I just don't know, if it's the Bucks in town. Hey, Dre, you're a sucker. That's why you hit your teammate. They can scream all that, but I don't think these guys, that's going to make them knock them off their game.
I think it's going to.
Now, Jordan Poole at the free throw line, talking trash. Oh, yeah, that's why you got knocked. Now, that, because he ain't been through what Draymond has, that's what I would be like, okay, I'll watch that.
Yeah, all season long. We'll see. Here's the other thing, and this is where I'm kind of with Bob. They can drop it. They can try to get over it.
Yeah.
They're going to be reminded of it every single game.
Wow.
Every game. Couple things here. Monday, we're going to be over at the Chase Center.
Yeah, baby.
Our show and Willard and Dibbs. And I'm telling you right now, I ain't showing up without Curry or Draymond showing up.
When'd you change?
Who?
You.
What do you mean? I'm going over there to interview.
No, dude, but your fandom, the Bob Myers, I'm going to tell everybody.
I'm not going over there to interview Jermichael Green.
Yeah, but you're turning into me. You used to say that behind closed doors. Now you're being too boisterous. We gotta. Yeah, you're getting too
boisterous, not boisterous.
I said boisterous.
You said boisterous.
I used a B.
No, you didn't.
Like Draymond did to KD.
Curry said he didn't want to go on with you. I already asked him.
Yeah, right.
Look at his voice.
The only guy he wants to go on with. It's a fact. Wants to go on with a guy who dubbed him the greatest face of a franchise in my lifetime. Yes.
Yeah, Bob Myers.
I
gave him night.
Somebody was right on the money when somebody had the gall to compare. What's his name?
I
Jeter.
said boisterous with a V.
Hey, Guru. How many MVPs does Jeter have?
Okay.
Just say zero. Just say zero.
It's a 162 game season.
Right. And he couldn't handle it.
Now, I'm talking about the
Thank
face
you.
of the. See, you're all about the highlights.
415
Jeter's got 5.
Here's the other thing, 925, right on the money. Steph's respected throughout the league, players and fans. Jeter, not as much. Thank you.
Dude, I'm all Steph all day.
No, you're
know
not.
That.
You want to shoehorn Jeter in there,
dude,
and he doesn't belong.
I'm telling you, he's a god, just like Curry is.
Hey, here's the other thing. The reason Jeter isn't with Curry, hail 415.
What happened to Curry?
It's because Curry made the Warriors. Yankees were already winners before Jeter was there. Good job, 415. You're absolutely right. Can we give Steph some credit around here?
That's great. Play these sound bites. I don't like you kissing up. That's
not what's happened.
It is.
Yeah, that's right. That was dead air.
Yeah.
What are you throwing your hands up like, oh my God?
Who did
2
that?
seconds went by and nobody said a word. That's right, because my mouth's a gate.
Is that the boss or E?
It's E.
Okay. Right. It's his job to make us look good.
That's
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Let's go to David. David's in San Francisco.
The city.
Buster Posey's a good name, but he's not quite as boisterous. Hey, Dave.
Yes, I have a couple questions. Draymond, cheap shot. That was a sucker.
Thank you.
That was a coward act, and he lost credibility throughout the league. 1, 2, the Warriors didn't spend him. They got a plan for him. They start off good. They got the good young guys. They got the big guy who doesn't have good hands.
Oh,
Wiseman. A big guy who doesn't have good hands, but has handles. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that.
I love it, David. Good one. Now, come on. Can anybody?
Was that shot? Was that a shot at me?
No.
He said something about.
Did he hang up?
He had hands, but has handles.
You hung up on him.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, D was taking shots.
Here's the problem. That caller just brought up something that was good. Something that's interesting. Wiseman can go ha through his legs. Why can't he catch it? So I would like that guy. Obviously, has got some perspective. So I'd like to just extend the conversation. 25 seconds instead of letting these ñaños who have no perspective on for so long. By the way, somebody's saying Willie Mays and Hank Aaron. Like I said, you know Steiny, he's very literal. I said he's the greatest face of a franchise in my lifetime. By the way, Raiders wide receiver Davante Adams has been this is annoying. Has been charged with a misdemeanor assault for shoving a credentialed media worker after Monday's loss in Kansas City. Adams was cited for an intentional overt act that inflicted bodily injury, according to court.
Oh, my God. My boy's getting paid. I would have failed, too. My neck and my back. Dude, that dude's about to get $200K.
That's a joke.
Forget Denzel.
This really
That's
bothers
acted
me.
at his finest.
It really bothers me.
Keep your hands to yourself. Nothing. He would have been, you know what, just, hey, dude's in your way. Let him get past you. Go to the locker room. Because you ran into your own receiver. You want to take it out on the old cameraman.
He walked right in front of Davante Adams. When he was walking to the locker room, Adams had his head down. The next thing you know, this guy with a camera, not an official photographer, but doing his job. No, you've got to defer to a player when they're going through the tunnel. You don't walk in front of them.
Well, he was headed to the tunnel.
I don't care where he was headed. Davante Adams getting hosed here.
You should fly. You should represent him.
I can't believe
Your
that.
Honor.
If you saw the angle from behind Davante Adams, there's no doubt it's obvious he was surprised because the guy cut into him. There's just no doubt. I'd be a great cop. That's a fact.
Wow.
Stacy's in Oakland.
Hey,
Stacy.
Hey, this is actually Stacy's wife, and I have to weigh in on the Draymond Green incident.
Give it to
me. So I feel like there are two details that are being looked over. The 40 seconds before the video, we don't have no idea what was said between these two guys. And secondly, I feel like Draymond Green has been a hothead. He's had altercations, nose to nose, with grown men bigger than him. The only difference is Jordan Poole put his hands on him, and that's what led to the physicality of the altercation. I do not believe that it would have gotten physical if that didn't happen. I just don't. And history shows that.
All right.
Wow.
It's a cheap shot.
Keep your hands to yourself.
I saw a cheap shot.
Yeah, I did.
That's what I
too.
saw. And Steven Jackson
Look
saw
at
a sucker
you won't
punch.
forget.
And that's
Do you
what
really
I saw.
think if he didn't push him, he wouldn't have got fired on like that? Like if Jordan would have just backed up?
99% of human beings would have done what Jordan Poole did. And 99% of human beings would not have expected their teammate to respond like that. That photographer, I agree. I
know
agree.
Draymond Green's favorite beverage.
This ought to be cute.
Hawaiian punch. Oh, dude, I'll give you a 4. I'll say that.
I won't
for
give you
this.
4. I'll tell you why I won't give you 4.
Hawaiian punch.
Because in order for it to be a 4 or /5, Hawaiian has to be part of this equation.
But the punch brought it home.
It ain't that deep. It just wasn't.
Yeah, I knew that. That disappointed me.
It disappointed me too. Jose, San Lorenzo. What's up, Jose? How you doing, man?
First time caller. I just wanted to say I got a question and a statement. So my question is, if Draymond leaves, who's going to be the guy who gets everybody open, gets the assist going on all that, to get Steph and Jordan Poole going?
Yep.
And also I got a statement. I don't condone what he did, but I got a lot of good memories of him doing a lot of good things on the court, making big stops, getting everybody open. And if he leaves, I will miss him. I don't condone his actions. I wish he didn't do it. But can't deny what Draymond's done for us.
No.
Thank you very much.
Can't deny what he's done over the course of his career.
I'm interested to see if
because
if
of that,
he's a
you can
lifer.
punch guys in the face. He's not a lot. You want to bet on that?
No, because I could see him really going to L.A. and just for a different challenge. But
who did I bet? I bet the Warriors. He would not sign another contract with the Warriors with Austin.
Oh yeah,
Austin. Yeah, I know. Cash that check right now. Right now.
Look at you. Don't jinx it.
I don't believe in jinxes.
That don't shock me.
Because they're not real. I'll walk under a ladder.
A black cat?
How self-important
Dude,
must you think you are if you actually think your life's going to change because you walk under a ladder? You think pretty highly of yourself that some bigger force,
I got something for
really
you.
gives a rat's behind about you.
So you believe in
Please.
karma? I know you do.
No, I don't.
So you think it's when you treat people bad, it don't come back on you in different forms?
Not necessarily.
Dude. The Steiny, I know that you believe in karma.
Okay, let me give you one example.
Yeah.
Draymond Green.
He got pushed. Dude, I'm telling you, if we go to some barbershops
Draymond Green
if we go
gets
to
to
some
hit
barbershops
everybody
in some
under the
different
sun.
cities, I'm in Saginaw for
something.
sure. When you put nobody
I'll go
will
to a
convince
barbershop
me,
in Saginaw.
but you put Jordan pushing him the way he did in some sectors of the world,
You know
my
what,
friend,
dude? This is what you do.
I'm being real.
Right. So you
I
spend
didn't let
all
it change
day.
how I feel.
But
No,
they sugarcoat it. They soft pedal
That's
it.
my thing.
Soft pedal it because now.
No.
Soft pedal it because now you're like. You're playing both sides because now you're saying, Steiny, I kind of get it with Draymond punching him.
You can't play both sides.
No, you just
one
did.
dude get hit
You
and
just
knocked
did.
down, the other.
You did.
I'm just saying, and my wife did this. She said he should have kept his hands to herself, and the lovely lady.
And
had
how
just
many
called.
fights has she been in?
Hey,
Mia.
I'm
Butt out.
I'm winless. But listen,
Love you, Mia.
But some people think that.
Right, and they'll change your mind because you're
Nobody
not.
can change. Please.
Yeah, please.
Take my
I can change your mind in 13 seconds on something if I wanted to.
What is it?
Just make a statement and I'll change your mind.
Derek Jeter is up there with Steph Curry.
Okay.
That's
Got him.
Dude, Ghostbusters.
Hey, Evan.
Right.
He's
Lay
not.
off.
He's below Steph Curry. You know what? Go work in New York.
You pick Dallas.
Go work in New York.
I know. I had to press
Dead
this button.
serious.
You pick Dallas in 6.
Yeah, you know why? Because I took one for the team. Because all I care about is
Hey,
this
you did
station,
take- you
not
did-
myself, my own ratings, or
did
even
take
my
one.
popularity among Warrior fans.
Oh, I was worried
I said,
about
the hell
you.
with it all, and I'll take one for the
I called
team.
and hung up. I let it ring once. I was like, my dude, I've never called like that. Like
I don't even know what you're talking about.
dimensions that day you picked Dallas. They were coming for you.
That's what I do. That's why I'm comparable to Steph as a leader, because I'm as great on the air as he is on the court, and I'm every bit the great man he is. Wow. The only thing Curry's got on me is a better handicap in golf. Now's it your time to talk.
No, we got to play all this for him when we see him.
We're not going to do that.
Oh, I thought you said we're not going to see him. We're family.
Huh?
When he asked us who we had in the Masters.
You are.
I got it on my phone.
My mom, you are, as my mom would say, you are so jaloux. It is unbelievable.
What's that? Mary?
Jealous.
Oh, please.
You're just so jealous of people that know stars. I'll introduce. I'll tell you what.
If you really were real, I'm like, I couldn't do a show with this dude, but I know you're just, this ain't the real you. That's
Steiny's never been in a fight in his life.
See,
okay?
But why?
Because I'm not a jerk.
You're a bully.
Who are you?
I'm not a bully.
Dude,
if I'm such a bully, how come nobody's ever taken my hat off?
Because they want their job.
I'll meet 665 battery. I'll be walking out in 5 minutes. Anybody wants a piece of me.
Like that, yeah. We're lovers, not fighters, man.
I'm neither. I'm really neither.
No, me neither.
Let me finish that text. Steiny never been in a fight in his life, at least this century for sure. Good line. I like that. Hold on. Let me see what else.
Bones don't heal at this age like they used to.
Is that what he said?
No, that's what I'm telling you.
If you put your hands on someone, expect them to put their hands on you. You mean like Draymond put his hands on Poole first? All right.
Yeah.
What are we talking about tomorrow? Hopefully this thing will blow over a little bit.
Baseball. Alvarez walk-off homer.
Did you not hear me? What are we talking about tomorrow if the Draymond Green thing blows over?
Niners.
Thank you.
Yeah. Niners, baby.
Bosa, by the way, Bosa said his groin does not feel good.
Ooh.
I think he's sitting out.
You think so? What is
Hey, Evan, what is going on with you today? You're acting like you're 9 years old.
Evan, I love it. Give him more of it. He's like
30 seconds, guys. I'm just letting you know I wanted to cut that. Jeff Wilson Jr., running back for said 49ers, coming up at 5 o'clock with Damon and JD.
I want to say something to denigrate Wilson Jr., but I can't.
He's on my fantasy. You better be careful.
What are you looking at?
You better
Lucas?
be careful.
Jeff Wilson Jr.
running hard.
Look
at you.
How much we got?
Gotta go.
I kind of want to stay on, believe it or not. All right, we're going to talk more tomorrow. I don't know about what. See you later.
Night-night.